Beautiful rendition of our national anthem this afternoon out at Cortez High School for the HJCAC Game of the Week. My name is Vince Delicio. I am the host of the Varsity Sports Show, and I'm joined by my broadcast partner for this afternoon, a familiar face and a familiar voice for HJCAC games this season, games of the week. His name is Bobby Murphy. Bobby, how are you doing, sir?
I'm doing good, Vince. Beautiful day out here in Phoenix. Nice and 77 degrees, not a cloud in the sky, and excited for a good game.
Um, Awesome. Bobby, that's great to hear.
Number 77, Najah Lewis. Number 56, Francisco Camacho.
And Maricopa, of course, undefeated in this game, going against Papago. Players to watch in this game, especially for Maricopa, Kevon Clark. First year from Peoria, came out of Centennial High School, and of course, Cody Lazenby at quarterback for the Mustangs. Talked to both coaches before the game, both wanting to work on cleaning up the turnovers. Both teams have had a lot of turnovers this year, and they just want to limit kind of what they both said, the dumb penalties. They've both had a lot of false starts, offsides, unnecessary roughness, and the main thing they want to focus on a lot of just the taunting penalties and the unsportsmanlike conducts. Both of those teams have had some troubles with that this year. Both coaches willing to clean on that, and we will get to those at some point in this game.
You know, I think we also need to talk about, here's something that got little press, but it's actually a really big deal. Last week, the Papago Pumas were out in Roswell, New Mexico, and they faced a nationally ranked, always tough, New Mexico Military Institute team that's not even 2 years off a national championship, and they took them to task, outscored them in the fourth quarter 21-7, ultimately fell by 20 points, but they sent a shockwave and a scare through the town of Roswell, and they're coming in today with a lot of confidence. And so, Coach William Strother, you had a chance to chat with him. Let's go to that interview with Coach Strother.
This is Bobby Murphy here with the Varsity Sports Show, live at Cortez High School before the Maricopa versus Papago game. I'm here with head coach William Strother. Coach, you guys are going against an undefeated Maricopa team again today. What do you want to do differently than the last game, and what have you guys prepared for this time against this undefeated Mustangs team?
Well, I can tell you what we're prepared for is that we went into last week's game against Nemi with all the confidence in the world in ourselves, and all we had to do was clean up some things on our offense side of the ball. Our defense plays one of the best defenses in this league, better than anybody I've ever seen right now. And all I know right now is what we're going to go out here and do. We're going to go out here and play smack mouth football. I've told my boys, don't hit between the shoulder pass, don't talk between your lips.
And we've seen in a lot of these Saturday games, I was just talking to Coach Madowski about it, there's been a lot of penalties, and you guys obviously want to limit those. What do you want to see from the offensive side of the ball tonight? You've talked about the defense, how good it's been this year. What do you want to see from the offensive side today to get this win?
Well, I just want to see consistency and moving the ball. Well, we've already found our pieces on the offensive side of the ball. You know, we played them earlier in the season, and we were trying to find out our identity, and then we just start finding the guys that can fit in more. So we found the guys that we need that we're going to rely on, and we're going to rely on our playmakers to do the things that they do. Last game, you know, we didn't have our playmakers available because we were, like I said, we were still trying to figure it out. Now this game, let's just see what our playmakers can do.
Sounds good. Thanks, Coach. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
With the Varsity Sports Show, this is Bobby Murphy.
Welcome back to the Varsity Sports Show presentation of the HJCAC Game of the Week, live from Cortez High School in Phoenix, featuring the undefeated Maricopa Mustangs versus the upstart Papago Pumas. The Pumas coming in, again, with a bit of confidence after taking the New Mexico Military Institute squad to task last week. The opening kickoff is a touchback, and that's been the name of consistency for J.J. Dickerson this afternoon.
Hey, Vince, and you talked about last week the Pumas with that big fourth quarter, just giving them some confidence coming into this week against a really tough Maricopa Mustangs team. We mentioned the Mustangs undefeated. I talked to Coach Madowski before the game, and again, he just wants to limit the turnovers and play some smart football all around.
Awesome. We're going to get a chance to hear your pregame interview with Coach Madowski here in just a bit, but we are waiting for the Papago Pumas and their offense, led by quarterback. Let's see, who is today's quarterback? We've had a rotation in the backfield throughout the season. And looks like number 19, Emmanuel Pino. And Pino, the quick handoff inside, wrapped up right away, gain of maybe 3 yards in the backfield. And that was 25, Mekhi Stuber.
And the Mustangs have such a stout defense, a very good front seven, so this will be really tough for the Pumas to get the run game going against this Mustangs defense. They're going to put a lot of pressure on Pino today.
On second down, Pino. Receivers split out wide for the Pumas. And the give once again to Stuber. Stuber gaining a few more, close to a first down, depending on what the spot is. Might be a yard short, and it is on 3rd and short.
And for the Pumas, if they can just limit these 3 and outs today, kind of just move the chains and get some solid first downs, they will be able to move the clock and tire out that defense.
2-by-2 set for Papago. Got a bit of a hard count. Mustang showing some edge pressure, and we've got a call.
Move back.
Okay. Well, no penalty on the play, and we resume play. On 3rd and 1. Pino. Single back in the backfield in Stuber. Correction, Barry White Jr. now the lone setback. And the handoff and the give. Nope. Pino kept. Gambled a bit. May not have enough for the first down. No signal from the official, so it'll be 4th and 1.
And like I mentioned, for this Pumas offense, they're going to have to move the chains in this game, tire out that Mustangs defense. Against such a tough team, multiple 3 and outs is what will totally shift the momentum in the Mustangs' way. And with their offense coming out soon, we'll get to those guys in a sec, but a very strong Mustangs offense coming your way.
Deep to receive for the Mustangs. Kevon Clark, not only is he a dynamic running back in the backfield for that Mustang offense, but he's a pretty darn good kick returner as well.
And at only 5'8", 180, Kevon Clark has been just a workhorse for this Mustangs offense so far this year, returning punts, kicks, and of course, the number 1 running back for that offense. Clark back to receive.
Takes a Maricopa bounce and roll, and that'll go out of bounds. Let's run that interview with Coach Medoski really quickly here.
This is Bobby Murphy here with the Varsity Sports Show, live at Cortez High School before the Maricopa versus Papago game. I'm here with Maricopa head coach Doug Medoski. Coach, you guys are still undefeated so far this year, looking really good, balanced on both offense and defense, and that offense has been really good so far, led by Kevon Clark, our running back. What do you want to see from him and the offense today?
I think just consistency. Obviously, not staying in sync, like not falling behind down the distance wise, not getting ourselves out of rhythm. Obviously, hold on to the ball. No stupid penalties would be nice. And I mean, just the trash talk, all the dumb ones that we've kind of plagued us all throughout the course of the year. Some games we've been getting better and better, but it'd be nice just to see the consistency and just sustain drives and stay, where we need to be and go out there, hold on to the ball, and see where this thing shoots out to.
Of course, yeah, in a lot of Saturday's games like these, we've seen a lot of penalties. From the defensive side, what do you want to see? Just consistency overall. We've seen the defense play really well so far this year.
I mean, I think that, we need to try to go out and get more turnovers. I mean, try to maximize field position. We've done a pretty good job of giving the offense the ball in scoring positions throughout the course of the year, getting more turnovers, get pressure on the quarterback. And it'd be nice if we just actually made tackles. I mean, we missed a lot of tackles. Missed a lot of tackles in the backfield on the quarterback. I don't know. Certainly we're trying to figure that out, but we get back there so quick. I think that it's almost like it's unexpected, and they kind of get loose a little bit and stack each other up. We stack each other up back there. So it'd be nice to just rally to the ball, communicate and clean everything up. Just play a clean game.
And of course, you guys are undefeated. Rematch against Papago. Have you guys playing differently at all for this game, or mostly just focusing on your guys' side?
We always just focus on us. At the end of the day, the systems on both sides of the ball and special teams, they're sound. If we go out there and execute, do our job, then we'll be fine. It's just a matter of, the got good players too, and they want to win. And so now, it's always fun to see how it shakes out on Saturday night.
Sounds good. Thanks, Coach. Good luck.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
With the Varsity Sports Show, this is Bobby Murphy.
We had an incomplete pass, first play from scrimmage for the Mustangs, and then a Lazenby was tracked down for a sack, which finds us on 3rd down and 12. Lazenby, receiver split out wide, Clark in the backfield. Pumas threatening edge blitz. Lazenby back to pass, scrambles, continues to search downfield, throws, passes complete right on the sideline. And on the reception, number 12, Mateen Strong, knocked out of bounds by Cortez Howard.
And a huge hit there by Howard, but great catch, a great throw by Lazenby running to his right, delivering that pass perfectly right on the sideline for a first down. And with this Mustangs offense and Lazenby, you'll see a lot of him getting out of the pocket, and of course a lot of play action getting it to Clark a little bit as well.
1st and 10, Maricopa. The give to Clark. Clark trips up, gets back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down.
Number 2 Clark on the carry.
And for this Pumas defense, they will have their hands full, of course, with Kavon Clark and Lazenby in the backfield running this offense. But with Clark, we talked about his size, the running back from Centennial High School. At a small stature, such a hard guy to take down and such a powerful runner.
2nd and 11. Ball is on the 42-yard line of the Mustangs. Lazenby, trip set, back to pass, hits the inside receiver, and the pass is complete.
Completed to number 7, Terrence
Complete to number 7, Terrence Hall, who's been a steady force in the receiving corps for the Mustangs.
And Hall has been one of Lazenby's top targets so far this year. He's been a great receiver for him at 5'10", 175, the receiver from Buckeye. But Lazenby, who runs this offense very balanced, they of course do love to feed Clark a lot, but Lazenby, when he gets time in that pocket, can deliver a great ball and looks really comfortable back there.
3rd and 7. Mustangs to the line of scrimmage, trip set. Ethan Espinoza on the inside, a steady force at running back as well. Espinoza sprints outside. Lazenby still on his feet, signaling his receivers. Keeps, runs, may have the first down. Gets out of bounds, and depending on where this official spot is, they may actually not have given him the first down. We're staring at 4th and 1.
And still great job there by Lazenby to notice the blitz, but great job by this Papago defense covering those receivers down the field and not allowing Lazenby to find a spot for his receiver to get that ball to them. But great job by Lazenby to force that pressure on him and run for close to a first down, which looks like on about the 48, 49-yard line. Looks like the Mustangs offense will stay out there and go for it.
Offense still on the field. We've got a timeout called.
Mustangs.
And that'll be called by the Mustangs. Let's finish that interview with Coach Medosky pregame.
Hello, friends. Vince DeLisio from the Varsity Sports Show. Thanks for allowing us into your lives every Saturday from 8 to 10 a.m. These are tough times globally. We see it just as you do. We recognize difficulty, and while our jobs as journalists is to report news, we choose positive, uplifting stories that can inspire you, make you think, make you smile. We thank you for listening to the Varsity Sports Show.
Welcome back to the HJCAC Game of the Week live from Cortez High School. Mustangs hosting the Pumas as the officials continue to confer after the Maricopa timeout. as Lazenby lines up his offense. And the run. And a first down.
Number 2 Clark on the carry.
Great blocking there by this Mustang offensive line, allowing Clark to get through and get an easy gain there for the first down, moving the chains.
On 1st and 10, Mustangs. Very deep offense led by a strong-armed, strong-legged quarterback in Cody Lazenby, and a steady force in the backfield in Kevon Clark, who lines up out wide, empty formation for Maricopa. 5 receivers split out for the Mustangs. Lazenby on the keeper, spreading the defense, and caught up in the backfield, still on his feet, finally brought down. Tackled on the play by number 30. That was Bo Cotherman.
And so
We've got a flag on the play as well. See if we can get a call here from the official. Okay. Where it'll be 2nd down and 11.
And so far on this first drive, this Pumas defensive line has been doing a solid job of putting pressure on Lazenby these last few plays, making him make a play or give it off to Clark.
Lazenby back to pass. Throws, completes. And another quick pass completed to number 12. That was Mateen Strong once again coming up big.
One of the ways Lazenby likes to run this offense is a lot of those quick short passes, which allows them to extend these long drives. Of course, handing off to Clark, Lazenby with his quick passes, 5 to 10 yards. That's how this Mustangs offense can be so lethal.
On 3rd down. 2 receivers at the bottom of your screen, 1 up top. Clark in the backfield. Lazenby back to pass, settles his feet, throws over the top, completes for the Mustangs, touchdown. Terrence Hall on the corner route, coming up big and striking first for Maricopa.
And beautiful pass there by Lazenby, and great route as well by Terrence Hall, getting wide open in the end zone for that touchdown pass. Beautiful drive overall by Maricopa there to take a 6-0 lead pending the extra point.
J.J. Dickerson comes in for the extra point attempt. As we await the snap. Snap is good. Ball is placed. Kick is up. And it's good. And the Mustangs, halfway through the first quarter, lead the Papago Pumas 7-0 here on the HJCAC Game of the Week. We'll be right back.
When you think of family restaurants and sports bars, think Bonfire. Bonfire is part of the Tempe landscape, supporting local schools. Join the Bonfire Booster Club Challenge. Mention Corona del Sol, Desert Vista, Marcos de Niza, Mountain Point, or Valley Christian, and that school's sports program will earn loyalty points. The winner after football season will earn a fundraiser at Bonfire. Come for the food and fun, support the community. Bonfire, open every day east of I-10 on Warner. Show your game ticket all day Friday and Saturday and get 15% off. 480-306-6801.
Hey there, I'm Aaron Nemiroff, and I'll be joining the Varsity Sports Show for the fall 2023 semester. Sports has always been my passion, and I'm looking forward to working with the team. Check out my Twitter for a variety of sports content at Aaron2Times.
And after that touchdown, of course, by Maricopa, 6:35 left in this first quarter. Maricopa leads 7-0 as the Pumas get the ball back.
Please, we appreciate that. Thank you so much. Okay. Whoop. You okay? All right. Quarterback Emmanuel Pino for the Pumas. Trip set for Papago. Single back in the backfield on 1st and 10. Ball is on the 25-yard line. Pino back to pass, strikes quickly on the swing, finds a receiver who heads out of bounds, knocked out of bounds. As we sort out the jersey situation, that's LaShawn Hunter for Papago.
Great job there by Hunter catching that screen pass and getting a solid gain there for a solid gain for the yards after the catch there.
On 1st and 10. The give. Barry White Jr. still on his feet, may have willed himself a first down. We'll see where the ball gets spotted and a penalty at the end of the play.
Legal block in the back.
Blocking the back on the Pumas.
Okay, well, there you have it. Unfortunately, a great play gets negated by a block in the back.
And a great run there by Barry White Jr. Of course, he and Stuber in the backfield, forming a solid duo for running backs for this Pumas offense.
And a repeat of first down. Pino. Drip set once again for Papago. Pino back to pass, goes over the top to the isolated receiver, underthrows him, completed out of bounds, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
It looks like according to that call from the sideline ref that it was bobbled as he's going out of bounds, but underthrowing that ball there with the way the cornerback was playing coverage, not the worst way to underthrow that ball if it is right on the money. That possibly could have been an interception, so not the worst underthrow there for Pino.
2nd and 10. The give. White. Correction. That is Gabriel Reeves on the carry. Finally forced out of bounds, but not before hitting that line to gain. 1st and 10.
And Reeves taking in some heavy contact there at the beginning of that play near the line of scrimmage, delivering a big hit there and getting a very solid run for a good gain and a first down.
Pino, little speed option to the right, brought down right at the line of scrimmage, tries to hit that corner, and is brought down by a formidable front for the Maricopa Mustangs.
Great job for the front seven of the Mustangs there, not allowing Pino to pitch that ball and covering really both sides or both ways of where that ball could be going.
On 2nd down. Pino. Single back in the backfield. And Pino pulls back, throws, completes. for a Pumas touchdown.
Pass completed for a Pumas touchdown.
On the reception, Michael Moore and the post, wide open in the middle of the field. The defense bit the fake, which was run masterfully, and Pino finds his receiver in the middle of the field.
And beautiful pass there by Pino, just delivering that in a perfect spot. Beautiful touch pass, 2 more, and of course the yards after catch there. Beautiful throw there by Pino on what was a really tough throw, just dropping that in a perfect spot for more.
And on the extra point attempt, Michael Luna Fruit. The kick is up and good. And just like that, once again a ball game as the score is tied at 7. Vince and Bobby will be back on the HJCAC Game of the Week.
In 2019, the JV Sports Show podcast began with the idea of spotlighting young people in our community. In time, that podcast evolved into radio, television, and live stream, and through that evolution, new ideas have enhanced delivery, giving a stage to students both in front of and behind the microphone in Arizona and beyond. Thank you for supporting the Varsity Sports Show, now the Varsity Media Foundation, a 501c3 educational organization.
Hello, Arizona sports fans. I'm Lofton Lechner, and I couldn't be happier to be joining the varsity sports team as a technical director for fall 2023. Follow me on Twitter at Lofton Lechner to stay locked in for the season.
Hi everyone, nice to meet you. I'm Ryan Sikora. I'm going to be one of the interns this fall at the Varsity Sports Show. So happy to be with you guys this year. I've loved sports for as long as I can remember, and I cannot wait to be with you guys on Thursday, Friday, and even some Saturdays all this year.
The HJCAC Game of the Week, presented by the Varsity Sports Show. Vince DeLisio, Bobby Murphy here. And on the return, after the Pumas touchdown, Joseph Johnston giving some great field position for the Mustangs offense. It'll be 1st and 10 on the 30-yard line.
Great field position there, like you said, for the Mustangs. But going back to that Pumas drive, just such a well-balanced drive, running the ball very well with a trio of different running backs, having Reeves, White, and Stuber all getting carries on that drive. And then, of course, Pino delivering that perfect touchdown pass to Moore to tie up this game. What a great answer there by Papago.
As the offense comes out onto the field, led by quarterback Cody Lazenby, running back Kevon Clark, the proverbial 1-2 punch of this Maricopa Mustangs team. Receiver strong backfield, strong offensive line, which is why they lead the league right now. Another flag down, and pass is underthrown. We'll get the call. Lead official
Offside defense 17.
Eric Stern.
Offside. Number 17 of the defense. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
5-yard penalty.
Eric Stern, who leads an amazing officiating crew. He's been at this a long time, and after the season, Mr. Stern will be moving to Dallas, where he will be officiating college football. They're very excited for him. Yeah, I don't know if I was supposed to say anything or not, but it's out there now. So it was a pregame conversation with our officiating crew, and he will be heading off to the Dallas area and starting his collegiate officiating career, Division II, Division III college football. So, and that raises a good point, because
Sideline warning.
and a sideline warning issued against the Pumas. But a great point, because not only is this a platform for these young people to move on to four-year colleges and universities to continue their academic and athletic careers, but it's also a springboard for the officials. As was just pointed out, we had 12 officials for the HJCAC last year that moved on to collegiate positions. And on the reception, number 9, Mikhail Henderson. First down.
And Henderson, another one of those top targets for Lazenby in that receiving corps, catching that swing pass and taking that for a first down and a solid gain. Lazenby, so far, I mean, just a really balanced offense that the Mustangs have been running, and they've been running it very effectively.
It'll be 1st and 10 for Maricopa. Big thank you to Coach Stephen Weiss, Coach Doug Medoski, who oversee operations for the HJCAC, for providing opportunities even to officials to move on. Be nice if they did it for the broadcasters too. Yeah, you would think the officials would be a little more grateful. Yeah, they're a good bunch. On the carry, Kevon Clark grinding out a couple of yards, and it'll be 2nd and 8.
And Clark still able to get 2 yards there after taking contact early, but still a solid job by this Papago Pumas front 7, stopping Clark on a few of these runs, not allowing him to get much yardage.
Nice blend of local and young people from out of state on both these squads, so we'll get a chance to spotlight all of them this afternoon. 2nd and 8. Those of you tuning in a little late, we apologize. Had some technical difficulties with the original YouTube link, and we're forced to go to an alternate stream link. So thanks again for your patience and for joining us this afternoon. Lazenby keeps nearly gaining enough for the first down. He'll be 2 yards shy, so it'll be 3rd and 2.
And solid play call there for the Mustangs. Great blocking for Lazenby on that QB draw. Able to get a few yards and make it a 3rd and short. Just around 2:30 left in this first quarter.
Clark in the backfield, offset. Shotgun formation, 2-by-2 set for the Mustangs. Pumas showing blitz. Lazenby back to pass. Throws. Nearly intercepted. Overthrew his intended target. 15. Ethan Espinosa. Incomplete. And it'll be 4th and 2.
Well, it kind of looked like a delayed snap. Kind of weirded the offense. Looked like there was something going on there, a little confusion. But Lazenby trying to deliver that pass to Espinosa. Looked like it almost could have been intercepted for a sec. A little bit off target, but a 4th and 2. And it looks like, again, this Mustangs offense will stay out on the field.
As Bobby had indicated, Mustangs still on the field, going for it on 4th down. Trip set for Maricopa. 3 receivers at the top of your screen, single isolated receiver down below. Lazenby has been known to gamble and throw to that single receiver. As he pulls back, throws, pass is complete. A juggling act, and that was Mikhail Henderson pulling it in. Wow, you talk about a circus act there. He pulled that ball in after juggling it in the air and keeps the drive alive. 1st and 10.
And great job there by Henderson to locate the ball after it was just tipped off of his hands. And great job again by he allowing him to hold on to that ball with the hit coming. If that hit was there just half a second earlier, that ball is likely incomplete. But great job by Henderson to secure that ball for the first down on that juggle there.
1st and 10. Two receivers at the bottom of your screen. Henderson in motion. The give to Clark. Clark weaves his way across the line of scrimmage. May have gained 1, depending on the generosity of the line judge. 2nd down.
And this Pumas defense, especially the defensive line, mostly stopping Clark on a few of these runs like I talked about earlier, but Not allowing him to get 4 or 5 yards per carry like he's able to do so much. Get yards after contact. They're stopping him right around the line of scrimmage for a gain of 0 to 2 on a lot of these runs.
Coming up on the end of the first quarter here on the HJCAC Game of the Week. Trip set for Maricopa. Empty set for Maricopa. 5 receivers split out wide, and we've got a stoppage in play by the officials.
Prior to the snap. Timeout, Pumas. That's their first of the half.
Okay. We'll take the quick timeout as well. With 36 seconds remaining in the first quarter, we'll be right back.
My name is Kyle Krikorian, and I'm a sophomore studying journalism at the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication. I am thrilled to join the Varsity Media Foundation as a technical director following Horizon High School football this fall. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Kyle Krikorian.
The hottest show covering Arizona high school football, Varsity Live. Do you want to hear from players of the week and our own analysts covering all of varsity sports games? We bring you pre-game previews and post-game recaps every single Friday night, wrapped up all into one show called Varsity Live. Tune in at Varsity Sports Show on YouTube Fridays at 6:30 p.m. MST for pregame and 10 p.m. MST for postgame. I'm your host, Kyle Cooper, and I will see you Friday night.
What's inside you? Unlocking the greatness inside you means digging deeper and going further than you can on your own. Banner Sports Medicine High Performance Center uses the latest technologies to train the athlete in all of us. Unlock the greatness inside of you.
HJCAC Game of the Week, live from Cortez High School. Mustangs, second down. Empty set for Maricopa. Lazenby back to pass. Scans the field, goes to the middle, nearly intercepted. Trying to thread the needle into double coverage. Espinosa, the intended receiver, got in front, or I should say behind the coverage, but pass was slightly underthrown. And fortunately, it was an incomplete pass. It'll be third down.
And Lasby trying to force that throw into a tough spot to put that ball in. Like you said, underthrows it. Tough throw for Lasby and really any quarterback to make, but third and long, 31 seconds left in this first quarter. 32.
Trip set once again for Maricopa. Espinosa, the inside receiver, been the go-to in situations like this. Keep your eye on him. Mikael Henderson lined up at the bottom of your screen as well. Stoppage in play as we await the call.
Ball start. Offense number 65. 5-yard penalty. Third down.
On number 65. Bit of happy feet in there, but repeat third down. It'll be 3rd and 15. Estevan Soto, the culprit. Once again, trip set for Maricopa. Pumas threaten on the edge. Lazenby back to pass. Just gets the ball off. It's tipped. And incomplete. 4th down.
And phenomenal job by that Pumas defensive line getting to Lazenby and able to deflect that pass, not allowing the screen pass to be caught for a gain there. But 4th and 15. Just almost one quarter into this game, and this Pumas defense has been looking very solid.
And coming out to punt, the ever-consistent J.J. Dickerson. Ball on the Pumas 45-yard line. Deep to receive for Maricopa. As we await the snap. High snap. Dickerson gets it off. A beautiful punt. Great hang time. And opting to return after the bounce, where the Pumas will take over 1st and 10. That was 32, Everardo Lopez. Correction. Ian Lee out of Westminster, Colorado on the return. 1st and 10, Pumas. Bobby, if you are Coach William Strother, your strategy with the score tied at the end of the first quarter?
I mean, definitely just what they have been doing. Their offense, keep it balanced. They've been playing solid against this really tough Mustangs defense, but that one touchdown drive, really balanced offense with a trio of running backs. Just keep switching that around and getting a lot of different playmakers in there.
Quarterback Emmanuel Pino, the give inside. And the gang of Mustangs piling it on at the end of the play.
2-yard gain on the play, and that's the end of the first quarter.
On McKay Stuber. Bringing us to the end of the first quarter, score tied at 7 here on the HJCAC Game of the Week. Vince and Bobby will be right back.
Hi, my name is Eric Perry, and I'm the proud owner of Eco Roofing Solutions. I've been in this industry for over 25 years, and I'm the current president of the Arizona Roofing Contractors Association. Our mission is to provide the absolute best customer experience, and we operate all over the entire state of Arizona. We will come out and provide a courtesy, no-obligation roof inspection to you, as well as an estimate within 24 hours. Our team is dedicated to providing the best quality product and workmanship, and we're here to serve you. You can call us at 480-695-7736 or check us out online at ecoroofaz.com. To learn more about us, you can find me on Instagram at YourBeardedRoofer or at EcoRoofingSolutionsAZ. We are proud supporters of our community's youth and the next generation, and we would love for you to come and join the #Eco family today.
Call Eric and his team at Eco Roofing Solutions, 480-695-7736, and they'll give you a fast, free, no-nonsense estimate. Tell them Vince sent you.
What's inside you? Is it strength? Is it speed? Is it knowledge of the game? Unlocking the greatness inside you means digging deeper, running faster, and going further than you can on your own. Banner Sports Medicine High Performance Center trains the athlete in all of us with technology, techniques, and hands-on experience customized to you. See what you're capable of by unlocking the greatness inside of you.
Back to the HJCAC Game of the Week. Here with the Varsity Sports Show team, my name is Vince DeLisio, joined by Bobby Murphy and our amazing broadcast and production crew here at Cortez High School, host site of today's HJCAC region matchup featuring the Maricopa Mustangs, top team in the league, undefeated, and the Papago Pumas coming off of a morale-building game at New Mexico Military Institute. The handoff from Pino. Nets a gain of maybe 2 yards.
And we talked about at the end of the first quarter what Coach William Strother of the Pumas wants to do on offense, but on defense, they've been doing a great job on stopping Kevon Clark, really stopping him a lot in that run game, stuffing a lot of those runs. So overall, with that first quarter, Strother has to be happy with the overall performance of his Pumas team so far.
On 3rd and 5. New quarterback in the ball game, going over the top. Pass is complete for a monster gain by number 84, Jacoby Dinwiddie, and we do have a penalty. Malvern.
Offsides on the Mustangs.
Number 93. A penalty is declined. Results of the play. First down.
Free play for
First down, Pumas.
the Pumas, and the amazing throw by number 9, Zamrin Malvern.
And Malvern coming into that game and just dropping a beautiful pass there on that 3rd down, of course, with the free play on the offsides, but still dropping a beautiful pass down that sideline to Jacoby Dinwiddie for that 1st down.
1st and 10, Pumas. Ball inside the Mustangs' 40-yard line. Call it the 38. Malvern at quarterback. Hands off to White. White finds a lane, and a flag is down. Mr. Eric Stern.
Holding against the Pumas.
Still first down.
10-yard penalty.
Oh,
Still first down.
10-yard penalty.
And with Malvern coming into that game, first pass for him, dropping that pass down the sideline. Malvern, 5'11", 180-pounder from San Antonio. First pass dropping a beautiful dime on a huge third down.
And quarterback Xamarin Malvern this week wearing number 9. He goes through jerseys like nobody's business. Malvern, pass complete to Dinwiddie once again. No gain on the play. May have lost 3 yards on the screen as 44 Sean Perry comes in and disrupts the play, credited with the tackle. It'll be 2nd and 23.
And for Malvern, first drive of the game for him, as I mentioned a few times, huge drive for him, just getting that confidence, of course, with that throw, getting that confidence to see, and for Strother to see if Malvern can run this offense well and move the ball down the field. Ball around midfield right now, 2nd and 23.
Clock continues to move here at the top of the second quarter, coming up on 12 and a half minutes. Stick around at halftime. We've got some amazing content produced by our amazing team, as well as this week's Volunteer Spotlight. We'll tell you a little bit more about our guest and the incredible work they are doing in the community. Malvern's pass overthrown, incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long.
Looks like that pass there was intended for Isaac Kramer, but tough pass there for Malvern, throwing that ball on the run, trying to deliver it in a tough spot, just a little bit off target. Big 3rd and long for this Pumas offense.
Malvern comes back to the huddle with play. Defense lined up for the Mustangs. 2-by-2 set for Papago. 4 receivers split out wide. Single back in the backfield. Malvern back to pass. Malvern scans the field, is wrapped up, loses the football, and it's picked up by the Mustangs. Stumbling, fumbling, rumbling into the end zone for a Mustangs touchdown. Number 44, Sean Perry, stepping up in a big way.
And huge turn of events there, of course. Was at a 7-7 game, but still huge stop for the Mustangs. Great job as we await a penalty, perhaps.
Officials timeout.
What a play. You talk about a total team effort. You had players coming in, wrapping up. Xamarin Malvern. Malvern loses the football. Perry has the wherewithal to step in. Now you hear about the scoop and score drill in practice. Well, that was practice at work in a game situation. Scoop and score.
And phenomenal job by the Mustangs defense, and especially that front line, getting to Malvern there and forcing that pressure, and of course forcing the fumble on that hit there as Perry picks it up and returns that for a touchdown.
J.J. Dickerson in to attempt the extra point, counts as personnel. And here comes the attempt. Dickerson's kick is up and through. And just like that, the Mustangs retake the lead in a tight match on the HJCAC Game of the Week. Mustangs lead. We'll be right back.
Hello, friends. Vince DeLisio from the Varsity Sports Show. Thanks for allowing us into your lives every Saturday from 8 to 10 a.m. These are tough times globally. We see it just as you do. We recognize difficulty, and while our jobs as journalists is to report news, we choose positive, uplifting stories that can inspire you, make you think, make you smile. We thank you for listening to the Varsity Sports Show. When you think of family restaurants and sports bars, think Bonfire. Bonfire is part of the Tempe landscape, supporting local schools. Join the Bonfire Booster Club Challenge. Mention Corona del Sol, Desert Vista, Marcos de Niza, Mountain Point, or Valley Christian, and that school's sports program will earn loyalty points. The winner after football season will earn a fundraiser at Bonfire. Come for the food and fun, support the community. Bonfire, open every day east of I-10 on Warner. Show your game ticket all day Friday.
Sales. Close to the end zone, takes a Mustangs bounce, and it'll be a touchback where the Pumas will have it 1st and 10.
For the Pumas, we'll see if Malvern comes out again, but still giving him confidence, of course, with that first throw on the 3rd down, delivering that ball down the field. But that fumble return, of course, moving the momentum in the Mustangs' favor, 14-7 with 12-12 left in the second quarter. Still a lot of time for Malvern to run this offense for the Pumas as we wait for them to come out onto the field.
Quarterback Zamarin Malvern, and the nice rotation in the backfield for Papago. Coach William Strother offering multiple players opportunities. Actually, Emmanuel Pino back in the game, and the quick give inside and the stop at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 10. May have lost a yard. Got a stoppage of play here by the official.
Injury.
Okay, official timeout for injury. We're going to keep it here. So, Bobby, you've had a chance to see both offenses, both defenses. Who impresses you the most today?
I mean, so far, as a whole, it's really just been the Pumas' front 7 and defensive line specifically stopping Kevon Clark. We've seen him be such a force on offense so far this year. Hasn't been able to get that big run yet for him. He has had a few solid runs, but this Papago defense has been doing a great job on Clark so far. That is what has impressed me the most. Lazenby looking really comfortable in the pocket, staying in there when he has time, and delivering a nice pass, looking really comfortable and poised in that pocket.
Wonderful. Okay, well, that's some great analysis of the action this afternoon. Folks, if you can't get out to Cortez High School personally, then we obviously thank you for tuning in. Those of you that are here that are enjoying the game, the sights and sounds of the HJCAC Game of the Week, thanks for tuning in. Quarterback Emmanuel Pino, the give inside, and wrapped up in the backfield. Once again, that formidable defensive front of the Maricopa Mustangs with an all-star who's who of players up and down the line, and no gain on the play.
Like you said, so many different stars on that defensive line for the Mustangs. All around, just a very well played, very much stout defense for Maricopa. It really has been the catalyst in their undefeated season so far. Of course, with a very good offense as well, but this defense has been the main reason for their undefeated record this season.
Under 11 minutes remaining till half. Pino, pass is complete to Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie finds a lane, still on his feet, and gets tripped up, but not before getting past that line to gain. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Pumas, and after the acrobatic catch and run by Jacoby Dinwiddie.
Dinwiddie, of course, getting tripped up there a little at the end, but still just getting enough yards for that 1st down.
Pino, more speed option, tosses, and rounding the corner for a couple is Reeves. Stopped on the play.
2nd down.
Looks like number 13, Brian Dominguez.
And for this Pumas offense, 3 different running backs that they kind of run through. Reeves at 6'2", 235, White at 6'2", 200. A lot of big backs for them. Stuber 5'10", 195. A lot of power backs for them in that backfield.
Pino being chased, gets rid of it wisely, throws it away. Oh, man. I'd hate to be tracked down by that guy. That was that guy, of course, being number 8, Dylan Chrisley. We've called his name more than a time or two in past games.
And Chrisley at 6'1", 255, just a huge force on that defensive line, playing edge, and delivering great pressure there, getting right at Malvern.
Runs like a gazelle. Pino's pass is complete on the edge. And that was Michael Moore. Brought down on the play by number 20, Xavier Smith. 1st and 10, Pumas.
And a big first down there for the Pumas, allowing them to extend this drive, not giving the ball right back to Maricopa, and not allowing them to get more momentum shifted their way. Still early in this game with 9 minutes left in the second half, though.
Ball at midfield. 1st and 10. Single back in the backfield for the Pumas in Reeves. Pino looks to the sideline for a quick play change. Mustangs threaten blitz. Pino back to pass. Scans, goes over the top. In and out of the hands of the intended target. Solid defense played by Smith. And
Pino back in the game, not afraid to force that ball down the field, making a solid throw, putting it right in the hands of his receiver. Great coverage as well, though, but still a great throw there by Pino. Looked like that might have hit his receiver's hands.
3rd and 10 now for the Pumas. Pino. 2-by-2 set for the Pumas. Keep your eye on the receiver at the bottom of the screen, 84, Jacoby Dinwiddie. Come up with some big acrobatic plays today. And receiver up top, LaShawn Hunter. Pino finds Dinwiddie, another incredible catch, pulls it in. And not enough. Gain of only 2 on the play. The secondary of the Mustangs stepping up in a big way.
And phenomenal job there by that Mustang secondary, like you said, not allowing a pass down the field for a first down, and just, of course, for that about a 2-yard gain, making it a 4th and 8, forcing the Pumas to punt.
Luna Fruit into punt for the Pumas, deep to receive. Kevon Clark for Maricopa. Ball on the Puma 48-yard line. As we have some personnel adjustments here. Folks, would like to remind you once again to subscribe to the HJCAC YouTube channel. Not this one that you're watching, our normal one. Had some technical difficulties in our connection today. Had to set up an alternate link, which if you're here and you're seeing and you're listening, thank you. Link has been posted on all social media. Low snap. Luna Fruit picks it up, loses the football. Still on the ground, rolls out of bounds. But no matter, the Mustangs are going to be operating with a very short field on 1st and 10.
And tough for the special teams of the Pumas there with that low snap. Hard to get that punt off with a bunch of Mustangs all coming together right on the punter there. And ball bouncing around at the end a little bit. 2 Mustangs both going for the ball, kind of colliding a little bit there, but both got up very much okay. And again, just with this defense/special teams for the Mustangs, of course, either scoring, either forcing pressure on the punter. Of course, that was not the best snap there, but good field position for this Mustangs offense.
Once again, folks, reminder to tune in at halftime. We'll have some Amazing content from our amazing team, as well as featuring live this week's Volunteer Spotlight, a special guest. Don't want to give it away just yet, but he is a staple and pillar of this community. Lazenby back to pass. Lazenby evading defenders, throws, flag comes in, pass is incomplete.
Penalty marker down. Hold in on the offense.
We have a holding call on the offense. It's a 10-yard penalty. And from the spot of the infraction will be brought back. Still first down.
And of course, even with that holding call, the Pumas delivering a lot of pressure there on Lazenby, forcing him to roll out to his right and trying to deliver a tough pass. Kind of across his body there, but great job by the Pumas front seven and D-line.
Lazenby on the swing, completes it to the outside, rounding the corner, can't quite turn the corner, is 23, Daniel James Irvin.
With Lazenby throwing the ball backwards a little bit behind his intended receiver, tough for said receiver to catch the ball. Kind of need to turn his body backwards a little bit. And it will be now a second and long. Looks like around the Papago 45-yard line.
No gain on the play. Second down.
Just approaching 6 minutes left in this first half. 14-7. Maricopa leads Papago in this game.
As the offense readies themselves, 4 receivers split out wide for Maricopa. Quarterback Cody Lazenby. Espinoza in motion. Trip set now for Maricopa. And Lazenby on the keeper. Heads upfield finally. Twirled and tackled by number 10, Jaquan Proctor.
Great job there by Proctor on the tackle. Looks like it'll be a third and about 17 yards. Long third down for this Mustangs offense. Could be huge for the Pumas if they can get this ball back.
As the offense readies themselves. And Lazenby back to pass. Stoppage in play. We'll find out what it is.
Ball start on the offense.
5-yard penalty. Still third.
5-yard penalty, still third down.
False start there on Maricopa will make it a third and much longer. Could be a possible tough conversion, of course, for Maricopa. Lazenby potentially will be looking down the field. Could possibly get in a field goal range, depending, of course, on their kicker's range. Third and 25.
Lazenby back to pass. Scans the field. Goes to the corner. The one-handed grab attempt could not bring it in. Pass incomplete. It'll be fourth down.
And Lazenby kind of forcing that ball into double coverage there. Would have been an insane catch.
Pass intended for number 9, Mikael Henderson.
Mikael Henderson, the intended receiver there, trying to catch that ball. But great coverage there. Of course, 2 Puma DBs on the coverage on Henderson there. Looked for a sec that maybe it could have been picked off on the interception, but the ball drops. 4th and 25 as as the Mustangs will be punting from around the 47-yard line.
J.J. Dickerson in to punt. And deep to receive for the Pumas. Ian Lee. Coming up on 4 minutes remaining till halftime. Dickerson. High kick, nearly blocked. And finally downed inside the 30-yard line where the Pumas will take over on 1st and 10.
And on that punt, the ball from Dickerson, the ball kind of taking a bounce, not the best punt for Maricopa, but the ball taking a Pumas bounce. And the Pumas will get the ball, it looks like, around the 23 or so yard line. 14-7, just around 4 minutes left until halftime. The Papago still very much in this game, of course.
1st and 10 Pumas. Emmanuel Pino back under center for Papago. Shotgun formation, single back in the backfield, 4 receivers split out wide. Here come the Mustangs. Pino back to pass on the out route, overthrows the intended target. Pass incomplete on 2nd and 10.
And huge drive for this Pumas offense. Enough time before half to move the ball down the field and potentially tie up this game, or at least get some points on the board. Got to move the ball efficiently here. Get some run in there as well if you can with any of the 3 running backs that they have. Kind of get some change of pace in there and see if they can move the chains. Because a 3 and out here could absolutely kill them and give the Mustangs solid field position.
On 2nd down. Nearly wrapped up and finally wrapped up. And that was number 93 out of our local product out of Cactus Shadows High School, Dylan Brown, making a big play on a big sack.
And a bunch of Mustangs there all around Pino there to force the sack. But Dylan Brown, like you said, credited with the sack there. Huge 3rd down and 14. Clock still running around 3:30 left in this first half. With a chance for the Mustangs to get the ball back and take more than a 1-score lead going into this half.
Third and long. Not a good look for Papago at this point of the game. Down just 7, trying to generate some offense, but a sack deep in their own territory. Here come the Mustangs again. On the swing, completed. Down the sideline, finally wrapped up and pulled out of bounds. Is number 1, LaShawn Hunter, in on the stop for the Mustangs. Number 40, Filimoni Lawina.
Number 40,
And the Pumas was a little bit of a conservative play call there, not wanting to force the ball down the field, but either way, still will be punting the ball. Kind of interesting screen pass there. Screen pass play there on that 3rd down. 4th and 14. Clock still running. So the Mustangs will get the ball back with around just under 2:30 left. Maybe 2:15 left in this first half. And with very solid field position, it may look like.
Luna Fruit into punt. And another bad snap. Loses it in the end zone. Who's got it? Touchdown Mustangs. Touchdown credited to number 12, Mateen Strong, and the stout defense of the Maricopa Mustangs.
Penalty marker down.
And a flag.
Yeah, plus it was blocked, so it doesn't matter.
So yeah, we can't go.
The officials conferring. And the ref mic brought to you by today's ref mic sponsor, Thrive Church of Glendale. The Thrive Church ref mic.
And with the flag getting picked up, great job again there by this Mustang special teams, forcing pressure on the punter. Second straight low snap, which really has been the catalyst in those two plays on those bad snaps, block punts, etc. But like you said, Mateen Strong picking up that touchdown, picking up that ball in the end zone for a touchdown. Huge special teams and defense work so far in this game for the Mustangs as they lead 20 to 7 pending this extra point, 2:11 left in this first half.
As there are some personnel that may have forgotten they are on the extra point team. It happens a lot of times when a quick play, quick change of events occurs, but you must always be alert. Kick is up and good. And the Maricopa Mustangs lead the Papago Pumas 21-7 on the HJCAC Game of the Week. Coming up on 2 minutes remaining till half. We'll be right back.
Hey there, I'm Aaron Nemiroff, and I'll be joining the Varsity Sports Show for the fall 2023 semester. Sports has always been my passion, and I'm looking forward to working with the team. Check out my Twitter for a variety of sports content at Aaron2Tons.
In 2019, the JV Sports Show podcast began with the idea of spotlighting young people in our community. In time, that podcast evolved into radio, television, and live stream, and through that evolution, new ideas have enhanced delivery, giving a stage to students both in front of and behind the microphone in Arizona and beyond.
Welcome back to the HJCAC Game of the Week. Vince and Bobby here at Cortez High School, where the Maricopa Mustangs have taken a 21-7 lead behind a little bit of offense and some aggressive defense as a player loses their helmet on the tackle.
It looks like that was Hunter there on the return. Great return there, coming in hot.
Number 37, JJ.
Going down hard and delivering that big hit.
Kicker punter J.J. Dickerson credited with the tackle as well as the de-helmeting as he comes off the field.
Always love to see a nice kicker or punter coming in making that tackle.
Yeah.
Putting that body on the line.
1st and 10 for the Pumas. Stick around, folks. Got some content at halftime to feature from our amazing team as well as this week's volunteer spotlight.
From their own 37-yard.
We have a special guest joining us at halftime. First and 10 for the Pumas. Quarterback Xamarin Malvern. Malvern scrambles, wrapped up by guess who? Defensive end Sean Perry.
With the tackle for the Mustangs.
Stoppage in play for injury. We'll keep it right here with 1:46 remaining. So circling back with analyst Bobby Murphy. Bobby, the Mustangs stepping up defensively that time with the score. And in this final 1:46, and this what potentially could be the final drive of the half, the Pumas, and what do you see them being able to capitalize on to get them into the end zone?
I mean, much earlier in the game, a lot of the keeping this run game into the offense was working a lot better with the trio of running backs. They're moving the ball well, balanced offense, and their O-line was looking a lot better as well there too. But these last few drives, this Maricopa defense, especially the defensive line, has really been putting pressure on whoever's been at quarterback, Malvern, Pino, whoever, not allowing big runs, putting pressure on whoever's been at quarterback. But for the Pumas, they need to get their offensive line going again, getting some blocking down the field, and potentially getting some big runs if they decide to run the ball here. We've seen them We've seen them not be afraid to pass the ball deep down the field, each of Malvern and Pino, whoever's in at quarterback. We've seen both of them take some shots down the field. We may see that here on potentially maybe not a second down or a third down long, potentially earlier in the drive if they can get a first down here.
He's not playing yet. But
I think at the end of the month, Oh, I know. I was watching. I turned on like in the fourth quarter.
As that player is being assisted off the field for the Pumas, will resume play shortly in the final 146 of the half. And Coach Doug Madosky also serving as the team's defensive coordinator. That's been his brand everywhere he's coached, in being a student of the game on that side of the ball. And the offense in very, very confident hands of Chad Munson for this Maricopa Mustangs team. Pumas, second down and 8. On the snap, Malvern wrapped up again for a sack. And guess who? 93, Dylan Brown.
And from both Sean Perry and Dylan Brown, I believe 2 sacks for each of them so far in this game. This Pumas offensive line has really fallen apart after the first quarter, but they were looking pretty solid. And again, these edges for the Mustangs, this defensive line, putting a lot of pressure on whoever really has been at quarterback. Malvern, Pino, these last few drives looking phenomenal and just dominant on that defensive line.
On third and very long. Under a minute remaining till half. Once again, stick around, and we'll feature this week's Volunteer of the Week. Pass is thrown and up and complete. Intercepted. The pass is intercepted, taken away by number 18, Dom Brister. And a flag. As the officials confer, there is some speculation coming from our expert crew in the box that we have potentially a roughing the passer call here. Lead official Eric Stern.
And as we await that call, while I have a sec, beautiful catch, Moss interception there by Dom Brister on the interception. Of course, still waiting to see.
Did you call that a Moss interception?
Yeah, that is correct.
Okay.
Passer, number 26. That penalty is accepted. After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct on the defense.
Personal foul, roughing the passer.
Correction.
On the Mustangs.
After the play, roughing the passer on the offense. 55. Both will be enforced. The result is a first down.
Okay, well, I think there may have been they referred to it as a roughing the passer against the offense. I don't think that's possible, but it may have had some confusion there. But anyway, the result being a first down for Papago. So they'll get the ball back. Quarterback Xamarin Malvern. 39 seconds remaining till half. Mustangs leading the Pumas 21-7. Folks, be sure and tune in next week as well for our season finale of HJCAC Football Game of the Week. Back to pass. Malvern scrambles, pulled down from behind. And another sack. Sean Perry stepping up once again. Wow.
Nine-yard loss on the play. Second down.
Amazing. And at this point now, it looks as though the Pumas are going to let the clock run out so they can head into the locker room, work with Coach Strother and staff, and work on those teachable moments. And that's halftime, folks, here at the HJCAC Game of the Week, presented by the Varsity Sports Show. Vince DeLisio, Bobby Murphy. Stick around. We've got some amazing content from our amazing team, and then the volunteer spotlight in just a few moments with a special guest. Enjoy halftime. We'll be right back.
Phoenix is known for its many professional sports teams, but it's also known for its para-sports teams. Specifically, Phoenix has competitive wheelchair football, basketball, softball, volleyball, tennis, and sled hockey, just to name a few. Michael Smith, a Navy veteran and para-athlete, is the founder of Viper Sports, an organization that trains disabled athletes how to learn to play and compete in various adaptive sports.
I was in the Sea of Japan on March 3rd, 1981. I was involved in a helicopter crash on the USS Bellawood.
That accident left Smith with a prosthetic leg. Being an avid athlete before his injury, though, it made sense to Smith to try adaptive sports, starting with his favorite, tennis.
It looked different because being in a wheelchair was kind of a little hard for me for a little while, but learning how to play it and understanding, since I already understood the sport, it came kind of easy for me.
For Smith, transitioning to adaptive sports was beneficial both mentally and physically.
I get to play. I get to exert my energy and play with people that are just as skilled. I get to learn from coaches that are knowledgeable. That helps me.
Smith then turned his love of sports into a business called Viper Sports that helps other para-athletes achieve the benefits of training for and playing various sports.
Viper Sports is a multi-sport coaching facility. We coach every sport possible as we learn. As my staff learns different sports, we coach. We're not just a sports specific. We learn how to coach everybody, and we also starting to work with kids on their education.
Steve Ortiz, the coach of the Phoenix Coyotes sled hockey team, said coaching a player who has received training, like that provided by Viper Sports, has many advantages.
If somebody's already had any kind of hockey training or anything like that, or sled training specific, it's nice to see where their skill set is at during our practices, and then giving them just some other ideas, some other options in a play or a different technique on doing something on the ice. But it's nice to see where their skill set is at. That's the biggest thing.
There's no question that sports provide many physical and mental health benefits. Joe Underwood, who is one of Smith's teammates on the Coyote sled hockey team, said sports provide something even more important for those with disabilities.
The biggest benefit for us as people with disabilities doing adaptive sports is definitely the camaraderie and getting to do things that our able-bodied peers are doing with people like us who are going through similar things, have similar disabilities, who may not be able to be around people like us all the time. It gives us a space to do that.
For the Varsity Sports Show, I'm Jason Goldie.
Back to the HJCAC Football Game of the Week presented by the Varsity Sports Show, and we are pleased and privileged to introduce this week on our volunteer spotlight, our volunteer of the week. His name is David Hopper. He is with Thrive Church of Glendale. First of all, Pastor, do you prefer to be called Pastor Hopper? No? Okay. All right. So, David, I had this big, build-up. I was gonna call you Pastor. I can't call you Pastor. Okay. David Hopper. David, first of all, I got to thank you. So thank you so much for volunteering. It's hard to volunteer because there's no financial reward for doing it, and that's kind of a lot of our society nowadays. But How did you get involved with the HJCAC?
Well, Thrive's about 10 years old, and it's in our DNA to volunteer and serve. We've served with the city of Glendale when they did Glendale Glitters, all their different events. After COVID, the Glendale events changed a little bit, and we started looking for other opportunities. And so we host block parties, do all types of things, and getting to know Steve and Doug, the two executives for Hohokam Junior College Athletic Conference. I just mentioned to him a couple of years ago about the idea of the church adopting a team, just to help a team to be the boosters, because this is such a unique model. And it just happens to be this season with them coming into Cortez and stuff that they had some things they needed help with. And I presented it to the people in my church. And, when people are available, they love to come down here and do this. And the nature of Thrive is even if people don't attend the church on the weekends, if you come and serve with us, that's actually our essence is, you're a member of the church just by serving with us, So.
You're out here today running the concession stand, but you're kind of a jack of all trades out here. You're doing a lot of things. Sometimes you bring a toolbox and you're working on the plumbing. I mean, what are some things that you and your I keep wanting to call you constituents, but what do they call members of a church?
Just members.
Okay,
Yeah,
your church members,
Yeah.
your congregants.
Yeah.
What are some of the things that you do out here? And when you talk about adopting a team or adopting a league, are there some other things involved with that?
Yeah, it's Hohokam is just it's constantly evolving and changing closer, trying to align themselves more with what I think is their destiny and their future. I just think it's a great model. I believe in what they're doing. I believe in their mission. So it's a congruent mission to what we want to see ourselves do as a church. And that is, instead of our church philosophy is not about us gathering together. It is about our values, our faith, and taking that out and showing people their dignity, their respect, and putting, love to action is really what it is. These kids, there's just, for some of these kids, there's so many odds stacked against them.
Yeah.
We want to try to bend those odds any way we can. And if that means that we can come out here and serve, that's a great start. If the kids get used to seeing us and they realize that we are for them and they need a family, they need a community, they need a place to go for Thanksgiving is maybe the next hurdle that we're going to try to jump with them is to invite some of the kids that are from out of town, just give them a place to go for Thanksgiving or something like that. That's the type of stuff we want to do.
All right. Do you find, now you grew up here in the Valley. Your family is longtime West Valley, homesteaded parts of the West Valley, far West Valley. You've been a staple in this community, you and your family, for many, many years.
Yeah.
The young people in the Valley these days, are they doomed?
No, I always have hope. I don't think anybody's doomed. I think that as a part of the older, I guess I'm in the older category now, being 60. I think
you look younger than me.
Well, thank you.
I've been around the block a few times, and you hold yourself together. Maybe I need to volunteer more.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But as far as no, I don't think any kids are doomed. I think that it's my generation's responsibility to let things change. We tend to fight for the way things used to be, and I don't think that works. I think everything in society is changing faster and changing more, and we have to adapt to that. So for the kids of tomorrow, I think we need to hear from them what they need their future to look like, and we need to set them up for success.
Now, you're the child of an Army colonel.
I am the child of an Army colonel.
Yeah.
I'm the nephew of an Army colonel.
Yep.
I am the youngest brother of a bunch of veterans. One's missing in action in Vietnam. The uncle of a bunch of veterans. So, yeah, we definitely have a history of service.
I say that because back then they were asked to grow up a lot faster.
Yeah.
But now we've got a whole different set of problems for our young people to where they're growing up a lot faster. How do you see things differently between then and young people joining the military at 16, 17, lying on their paperwork to get in saying they were 18, as opposed to now with all the distractions going on out there?
Well, I don't know so much if it's an era or generational thing. I think that we've sometimes tried to protect our kids too much. In certain ways, that's really good. In other ways, we have to believe in our kids, whether I'm a parent, I have to believe in my daughters. If I'm a coach, I have to believe that my kids can grow up and still let them be a teenager or a young college student. let them learn their lessons. I don't think there's any less integrity or character in this generation than previous generations. I think that we have to allow them to face those challenges that character gets developed in. To me, right now, like in Ukraine, what you see in Ukraine, I think what we see in Ukraine is the same thing that we call our greatest generation. These people are rising up, and they have to. The situation demands them to respond to it, and I think that's what made my dad and my uncle's generation so great. And I think we have to teach our kids that we can do that too.
How can people get involved in your mission? Let's say somebody that is wants to find something to do. Maybe they're big sports fans, maybe they're not, but they like to see young people succeed.
Well, one, I think they can contact the league. I don't think you have to go through Thrive Church to do that. I think they can contact the league, and I'm sure Steve and Doug will put them to work. If they want to do it, if it aligns with their faith to serve in the community, then they can look us up. Probably the best way to do it is on Facebook. Thrive Church AZ is the name of our church. And we're not a shiny, sexy church. We meet in houses. We keep everything simple. We keep our budget simple. All of our monies, besides a little bit of overhead, go back into ministry and doing stuff like this. We would rather take our money and help somebody pay their electrical bill than, put it into an infrastructure for a church.
Let's say some people want to donate to help your cause for these young people, and give them an opportunity to have a good Thanksgiving if they might be far from home. And how can they do that? Is it through Facebook?
Yeah, the website is on Facebook. There is a place to give.
Okay.
I would really appreciate if they're giving specifically for us to help the kids, then to send us a Facebook message saying, hey, we donated this much and we want it to go to this purpose, or something like that. They can probably also go through the league. The league is a nonprofit, and that's another way to help the kids. Anything we can do to get more players out here and to expand into more sports, just give these opportunities for these kids, give them some hope.
Today's Ref Mic is actually sponsored by Thrive Church of Glendale. So how does it feel having a ref? Those refs take grief. They take a lot of abuse. And having the Ref Mic now named after your church.
You know what? I've been at the ticket thing, so I've been able to observe the game. I have absolute confidence in the refs. And here's the thing, man. If they're going to do it with integrity, I'll take the grief with them. I'll have their back.
Okay. All right. There we go.
You don't get the glory without the punches,
And when I say sponsor, guys, I don't mean they're, pumping dollars into our pockets. It's obviously a brand recognition, getting your name out there and allows you to build on that, raise awareness, and that's one small way. So, ladies and gentlemen, again, Pastor David, I know you don't want me to call you that, but David is the pastor of Thrive Church of Glendale. You can find them at Thrive Church AZ on Facebook. Please give your time, please give your dollars, and indicate it that you want it to go to these amazing young people here of the HJCAC. They're giving their time. If you can't, but you can give in other ways, obviously, please do so. They're all about the outreach. This is how they're doing God's work, and it doesn't always involve preaching Scripture, carrying a Bible. There's other ways you can give, and that's by paying it forward. We don't do enough of that.
Very good.
Yes. Okay. David Hopper, thanks again. It was a pleasure meeting you. Thanks for being part of the volunteer spotlight this week for the Hohokam Junior College Athletic Conference. That doesn't mean that you can't volunteer anymore. You can get this award again and again. So that's extra incentive for you to come back, and hopefully we'll feature one of your other volunteers.
We're excited. Yep.
Thank you very much. All right, Pastor David Hopper of Thrive Church of Glendale joining us for halftime as this week's Volunteer of the Week. Wonderful. Thank you so much. We'll be right back for second half action here at the HJCAC Game of the Week. Stick around, guys.
Hi, my name is Eric Perry, and I'm the proud owner of Eco Roofing Solutions. I've been in this industry for over 25 years, and I'm the current president of the Arizona Roofing Contractors Association. Our mission is to provide the absolute best customer experience, and we operate all over the entire state of Arizona. We will come out and provide a courtesy, no-obligation roof inspection to you, as well as an estimate within 24 hours. Our team is dedicated to providing the best quality product and workmanship, and we're here to serve you. You can call us at 480-695-7736 or check us out online at ecoroofaz.com. To learn more about us, you can find me on Instagram at YourBeardedRoofer or at Eco Roofing Solutions AZ. We are proud supporters of our community's youth in the next generation, and we would love for you to come and join the hashtag Eco family today.
Call Eric and his team at Eco Roofing Solutions, 480-695-7736, and they'll give you a fast, free, no-nonsense estimate. Tell them Vince sent you.
What's inside you? Is it strength? Is it speed? Is it knowledge of the game? Unlocking the greatness inside you means digging deeper, running faster, and going further than you can on your own. Banner Sports Medicine High Performance Center trains the athlete in all of us with technology, techniques, and hands-on experience customized to you. See what you're capable of by unlocking the greatness inside of you.
Hey everyone, my name is Jason Goldie from the Varsity Sports Show. I love sports and fell in love with sports broadcasting back in high school. I can't wait to bring you my unique perspective because I am on the autism spectrum and sometimes I view things a little differently.
Hello friends, Vince DeLisio from the Varsity Sports Show. Thanks for allowing us into your lives every Saturday from 8 to 10 a.m. These are tough times globally. We see it just as you do. We recognize difficulty, and while our jobs as journalists is to report news, we choose positive, uplifting stories that can inspire you, make you think, make you smile. We thank you for listening to the Varsity Sports Show. When you think of family restaurants and sports bars, think Bonfire. Bonfire is part of the Tempe landscape, supporting local schools. Join the Bonfire Booster Club Challenge. Mention Corona del Sol, Desert Vista, Marcos de Niza, Mountain Point, or Valley Christian, and that school's sports program will earn loyalty points. The winner after football season will earn a fundraiser at Bonfire. Come for the food and fun, support the community. Bonfire, open every day east of I-10 on Warner. Show your game ticket all day Friday and Saturday and get 15% off. 480-306-6801.
Hey there, I'm Aaron Nemiroff, and I'll be joining the Varsity Sports Show for the fall 2023 semester. Sports has always been my passion, and I'm looking forward to working with the team. Check out my Twitter for a variety of sports content at Aaron2Times.
In 2019, the JV Sports Show podcast began with the idea of spotlighting young people in our community. In time, that podcast evolved into radio, television, and live stream, and through that evolution, new ideas have enhanced delivery, giving a stage to students both in front of and behind the microphone in Arizona and beyond. Thank you for supporting the Varsity Sports Show, now the Varsity Media Foundation, a 501c3 educational organization.
Hello, Arizona sports fans. I'm Lofton Lechner, and I couldn't be happier to be joining the varsity sports team as a technical director for fall 2023. Follow me on Twitter at Lofton Lechner to stay locked in for the season.
Hey folks, J.R. Lambright here, special field correspondent for the Varsity Sports Show. Join me every Saturday from 8 to 10 a.m. Pacific for JR's Texas Tales, where I share stories of Texans who triumphed over adversity and gave back to their local communities. Tune in for a bit of gritty edification on KDUS AM 1060, Arizona.
Hi everyone, nice to meet you. I'm Ryan Sikora. I'm going to be one of the interns this fall at the Varsity Sports Show. So happy to be with you guys this year. I've loved sports for as long as I can remember, and I cannot wait to be with you guys on Thursday, Friday, and even some Saturdays all this year.
My name is Kyle Krikorian, and I'm a sophomore studying journalism at the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication. I am thrilled to join the Varsity Media Foundation as a technical director following Horizon High School football this fall. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Kyle Krikorian.
Coaches, the Varsity Sports Show wants to be part of your team in 2023. We have a proven track record of providing the most coverage of your teams with Thursday and Friday night football. We will spotlight your players with multi-camera game broadcasts, pre- and post-game interviews, and segments on our Saturday morning radio show. With over 100 games broadcast in 2022, we will be exceptional for your team. Call, text, or email 480-220-4629 or info@varsitysportshow.com. Hey guys, Vince here to talk about Angel Dentistry. It's where my wife and I have gone for over 10 years, and we trust them with our routine and extensive dental care because they care. Dr. Amber Angel is an Arizona native, born in the town of Miami, and has been practicing in the Valley over 20 years. For general to comprehensive dental services, call 602-788-2008. Located off of Cave Creek Road just north of the 101 in North Phoenix. Angel Dentistry, proud supporters of our young people and proud partners of the Varsity Sports Show.
What's inside you? Unlocking the greatness inside you means digging deeper and going further than you can on your own. Banner Sports Medicine High Performance Center uses the latest technologies to train the athlete in all of us. Unlock the greatness inside of you.
Hi, my name is Eric Perry, and I'm the proud owner of Eco Roofing Solutions. I've been in this industry for over 25 years, and I'm the current president of the Arizona Roofing Contractors Association. Our mission is to provide the absolute best customer experience, and we operate all over the entire state of Arizona. We will come out and provide a courtesy, no-obligation roof inspection to you, as well as an estimate within 24 hours. Our team is dedicated to providing the best quality product and workmanship, and we're here to serve you. You can call us at 480-695-7736 or check us out online at ecoroofaz.com. To learn more about us, you can find me on Instagram at YourBeardedRoofer or at EcoRoofingSolutionsAZ. We are proud supporters of our community's youth and the next generation, and we would love for you to come and join the hashtag Eco family today.
Call Eric and his team at Eco Roofing Solutions, 480-695-7736, and they'll give you a fast, free, no-nonsense estimate. Tell them Vince sent you.
Welcome back to the HJCAC Game of the Week, live from Cortez High School in North Phoenix. Vince DeLisio, Bobby Murphy with the Maricopa Mustangs and a 21-7 lead at the start of the third quarter over the Papago Pumas. This is team number 1, team number 2 in the HJCAC battling it out today. Next week will be the season finale. We can't wait. Bobby, second half action. What's the general vibe you get from both teams here?
I mean, earlier in this game, Papago was playing Maricopa very well. Of course, it was tied 7-7, and then just a lot of special teams and just a lot of O-line issues for the Pumas. They had a punt, muffed, a punt blocked and returned for a touchdown, and a fumble return for a touchdown. So a lot of special teams and offensive line miscues and issues for the Pumas. But for Maricopa, the offense has been running very well. The defense has been lights out as usual as well.
Kavon Clark on the return after the Michael Luna Fruit kickoff, and ball will be spotted at the 26-yard line to start off the Mustangs' drive of the second half, where it'll be 1st and 10.
And for the Pumas in that first half, they were doing an excellent job defending Kavon Clark. Their D-line was doing a great job on stopping most of his runs, not allowing any huge runs, not even a lot of 5 to 6 yard carries like Clark usually averages around. So the Pumas D-line did do a solid job on him. But for this Pumas defense, they really just need to keep it going, what they've been doing. They've been limiting the big plays a lot for this Maricopa defense, and if they want to stay in this game, they will need to get a few stops to start off this quarter.
Yeah, that's good. Quarterback Cody Lazenby has been steady all season long in leading this Maricopa Mustangs offense. Receiver split out wide. Clark in the backfield. Lazenby, quick swing pass out to number 7, Terrence Hall. Hall drops a shoulder. Stop credited to number 8, Christian Rand.
Terrence Hall, like you said, dropping his shoulder and delivering a big hit there, staying up and kind of just staying upright as well. not phased at all by the contact that he took there. But for Cody Lazenby, solid first half, not taking really any deep shots down the field, doing a lot of intermediate 5 to 10 yard passes just to move the chains.
Rand, arguably one of the top defensive backs in the entire HJCAC. He's out of Cleveland, Ohio, being looked at by multiple Division I programs. Lazenby on the keeper, rounds the corner, drops a shoulder. Who's in to help on the stop? Rand once again.
And Lazenby at 6'4", 220 from Utah. Big quarterback, great size for his position and great archetype overall. Dropping his shoulder there. And again, this Maricopa Mustangs team just dropping their shoulder and taking in whatever contact that they're asking for.
1st and 10 Mustangs. Ball is inside their own 40-yard line. Call it the 37. Pumas defense bending, not breaking, near midfield. Trip set for the Mustangs. 15, Ethan Espinoza, the inside receiver. He's been known to be a go-to in situations on 1st and 10. Give to Clark, who goes nowhere, and that stout front of the Pumas.
Yeah, Kevin Clark, once again, not getting any yardage on his runs. Pumas once again doing a great job guarding him, getting through the offensive line and stopping him before he can get any gain or even really back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 12 for Maricopa, loss of 2 on the play. Mikael Henderson, top of your screen. And number 12, Mateen Strong at the bottom. 2nd down and 12. Clark, the offset back. Strong in motion. And ball thrown back to Strong. Strong losing the football, ends up out of bounds. No gain on the play. In fact, may have lost from where that ball rolled out of bounds.
And didn't look like a big punch there to knock the ball out of Mateen Strong's hands. Kind of just looked like he might have had a little bit of a loose grip on the ball. Ball coming out there pretty easily, but 3rd and long for this Mustangs offense. If the Pumas can get a stop here, huge for them to start off the second half.
3rd and 16 for Maricopa. Bit of a slow start in this second half for an otherwise prolific offense this season. Pumas coming in with high confidence after taking the national champions from 2 years ago, New Mexico Military Institute in Roswell, to task in the 4th quarter last week. Lazenby back to pass. Lazenby scrambles, throws, completes it to Espinoza, who's knocked out of bounds just beyond the 1st down pylon. 1st and 10.
Great route there by Espinoza. Out route to come across. And great job by Lazenby, staying poised in that pocket, delivering that perfect ball to Espinoza there. Lazenby has been looking really good and poised in this pocket, standing upright when he's getting solid blocking and not really running out of the pocket, just sitting there comfortably, delivering good passes.
Espinoza, who's been a bit of a Swiss Army knife for this Mustangs offense. A little bit of running back, quite a bit of receiver, and in the clutch, makes a huge catch to keep the drive alive. 1st and 10, Maricopa. Receiver split out wide, Espinoza inside. Here come the Pumas, and the give, and stopped behind the line of scrimmage. In on the stop. And a bit of activity at the end of the play. And that was number 99, Jaquez Minor, with the infraction.
And great job there by Minor, getting right to Clark and throwing him down behind the line of scrimmage really quickly.
May have had some extracurricular activity after the play that we'll find out about.
Personal foul. Defense number 99. 15-yard penalty. Yes.
Okay, well, personal foul against Minor. He stays in the game.
And with Minor kind of just throwing Clark down there, like you said, a little bit of activity after the play. And that will be another first down. And again, on both sides, we've seen at least one, maybe a few on each side of unsportsmanlike penalties, personal fouls, unnecessary roughness. These are the kind of flags, mostly, that Coach Modosky and Strother both want to limit.
The Mustangs, obviously, with a bit of a slow start in this second half, so the additional real estate will help as they lead by 2 scores on 1st and 10. The officials conferring and the ref mic sponsored by Thrive Church of Glendale today. Pleased to have Pastor David Hopper on with us during halftime as on this week's Volunteer Spotlight and the Volunteer of the Week. If you would like to be featured as a Volunteer of the Week, come on out. Have some fun, watch some great football, help some great young people. And Lazenby drifts back on the screen, dishes it off to Clark. Had nothing but green turf ahead of him, but slips on his plant. Almost gets back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards shy of that, but it'll be 2nd and 12.
And like you said, a lot of green grass in front of Clark. Possibly could have taken that for a solid gain. There were a few Pumas coming in pretty quickly from a few angles, but really could have gone either way with Clark and his elusiveness in the pass game, of course.
Official timeout for equipment as someone needs to tie their shoe. We have a new lineman in the ball game for Maricopa, number 68. On 2nd down.
And for this Mustangs offense, one thing that they will definitely want to work on in their last game of the regular season next week is getting that run game going with Kevon Clark. Their offensive line has not been really it's been great in the pass block today for Lazenby, but struggling a little bit to get Clark going and open up those holes for him.
Espinoza in motion. 2-by-2 set. Lazenby scrambles, heads up field, tucks and runs, what he is known to do without fear. Drops his shoulder and goes out of bounds. Tackle credited with by number 7, Cortez Howard.
Howard knocking Lazenby out of bounds there, but Lazenby not afraid to run the ball, of course, with his size, great running ability, great legs, and great power down below, putting a big hit there and taking one a little bit as well.
On 3rd and short.
3rd down.
Mustangs keeping the drive alive. Coming up on 9 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. Receiver split out wide for Maricopa. Kevon Clark, the offset back. And Espinosa once again in motion. Trip set for the Mustangs. Here come the Pumas. The dish to Espinosa again, delivers in the clutch, and another first down.
Lazenby again delivering a great ball there to Espinosa on a big 3rd down. Saw it, of course, on that 3rd and 12 earlier in this drive. Espinosa been a big 3rd down target on this drive as well as all season for Lazenby, as Lazenby delivers a great pass there, gets the protection he needs, and sits in the pocket and delivers a good pass.
Clock continues to move. Mustangs coach Doug Modosky, the dean of junior college coaches in the state of Arizona, if not nationally. Put a lot of young people into great situations, colleges and universities, after they spend a year or two with him. Pass is incomplete. Sorry, Bobby, go ahead.
And Lazenby just throwing the ball just a tiny bit ahead of Kevon Clark there. Looks like he could have had a great catch and run there. A little bit just in front of him could have been a great catch and lead for Clark, but Lazenby just throwing it a little bit ahead of him.
2nd down and 10. Inside of 8 minutes now remaining in the third quarter. Mustangs lead 21-7 over the Papago Pumas. Number 1 and number 2 in the HJCAC facing off today. Here come the Pumas, and the give to Clark. Clark spinning his way to another first down.
And there's that big run that Von Clark and really this Mustangs offense has been waiting for. Clark bursts through, gets a good hole, and almost looked like he could have taken that for a touchdown for a sec, but just taken down at around, looking to see what yard line, or maybe around the 15, 16-yard line, but a solid run there by Clark as he finally finds a big hole to get through.
First and 10, Maricopa. Ball is on the 15-yard line of the Pumas with a very steady, consistent drive put together in this third quarter. Receiver split out wide. Espinoza in motion. And the give to Clark. Clark rounds the corner, continues on his track before being driven out of bounds at about the 10-yard line. Credited with the stop. Number 30, Bo Cotherman.
And Kevon Clark trying to get on the outside there, getting a few yards of a gain on that first down to make it about a 2nd and 6. Approaching 6:30 left in this third quarter. Mustangs have put together a solid drive.
6.5 minutes remaining in the quarter. Got a stoppage in play.
Play unsportsmanlike. Number 77 on the offense.
15-yard penalty.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. And that will be charged against the Mustangs. That'll come back.
And one of Madowski's biggest pet peeves is just what he calls these dumb unsportsmanlike penalties that...
Does he use those words, those exact words? I think I've heard him say that.
I've
heard him say worse.
He has too.
Yeah. Okay.
If I might be a word off, my apologies, Coach Madowski.
No, I've heard worse, but
so.
yeah, you said it kindly.
Thank
so
you.
yeah, he does not tolerate mental errors. That is one thing that the Mustangs pride themselves on, is they really work at eliminating stupid penalties. I don't think any penalties are smart, but anyway, trip set for the Mustangs. Lazenby completes and twirling around before finally heading out of bounds. Terrence Hall.
And Terrence Hall, who we saw a little bit more earlier in this game, not as much throughout the game as Lazenby likes to target him a lot earlier in this season. Not as many targets this game, excuse me, but Terrence Hall, one of Lazenby's favorite targets on this Mustangs offense with the solid gain there. But it will be a 3rd and long.
And clock is stopped for the time being as the offense talks about it. Lazenby lines his team up. Four receivers split out wide for Maricopa. Clark out of the backfield. Lazenby looks, throws, completes, and it's a Mustangs touchdown. Terrence Hall stepping up in a big way from 25 yards out.
And Lazenby stepping up in the pocket, making a great throw to Terrence Hall, right over the the outstretched hand of defensive back Christian Rand, just getting over Rand's hand and delivering that perfect spot for Terrence Hall.
J.J. Dickerson in to attempt the extra point for Maricopa.
Second touchdown of the game for Terrence Hall as well.
Kick is up. And good. And the Mustangs now lead the Pumas 28-7 on the HJCAC Game of the Week from Cortez High School. We'll be right back.
What's inside you? Is it strength? Is it speed? Is it knowledge of the game? Unlocking the greatness inside you means digging deeper, running faster, and going further than you can on your own. Banner Sports Medicine High Performance Center trains the athlete in all of us with technology, techniques, and hands-on experience customized to you. See what you're capable of by unlocking the greatness inside of you.
Hey everyone, my name is Jason Goldie from the Varsity Sports Show. I love sports and fell in love with sports broadcasting back in high school. I can't wait to bring you my unique perspective because I am on the autism spectrum and sometimes I view things a little differently.
Game of the Week, Cortez High School, where the Maricopa Mustangs have put a steady drive together, added another score to now lead the Pumas 28-7. And on the return, the Pumas will start their drive right about the 20-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. Here comes a flag a-flying. Be interesting to see who the quarterback starts off the second half for the Pumas.
They were kind of going back and forth a little bit in that first half, and both of them showed a little bit of promise and some solid drives. As we wait the call from head referee
Eric Stern.
Thank you.
Veteran of officiating.
After the play, personal foul. Kicking 15-yard penalty from the end of the play. First down.
Wow. Okay, well, personal foul. Against the Mustangs, it'll be 1st and 10.
And as we wait to see who comes out at quarterback, both Malvern and Pino have showed some promise in this game. Both showed off some arm strength, some deep ball accuracy, looking down the field. But when you see who comes out right now, it looks like it may be Pino at quarterback.
Number 19, Emmanuel Pino, who started the game, starts the second half, first drive for the Pumas. Receiver split out wide. Pino, quick strike on the slant, overthrows his intended target. It'll be 2nd and 10.
I do like that play call by Strother and the Pumas offense to start off this drive. Quick play action, getting that ball out very quick. Pino just overthrows his receiver. Luckily for the Pumas, it did not turn into an interception, but I like the play call. Just get it out quick, fake the run, and just get it out very quickly.
Reminder, folks, tune into the Varsity Sports Show every Saturday morning from 8 to 10 a.m. on AM 1060 Arizona. And if you're outside of the AM signal, which isn't always hard to do, it's pretty expansive here in Arizona, but other parts of the country or even the world, we've got our live stream link, KDUS website, with the JUCO report every week. And the jet sweep to number 1, still on his feet. LaShawn Hunter, ultimately brought down on the play by number 20, Xavier Smith.
And Hunter, the Phoenix native, has been one of the top targets for Pino and Malvern a lot this game as well. But, of course, getting the end around there, Hunter getting a few yards, and it will be 3rd and about 5 yards.
Hunter out of Williamsfield High School in Gilbert, playing for legendary coach and Sun Devil Steve Campbell. 3rd down and 5 for the Pumas. The give inside, and on the carry, Gabriel Reeves.
Number 8, Dylan Chrisley on the tackle for the Mustangs.
And Chrisley with the stop.
And Reeves, the big running back, able to punch his way for a few yards, gets 3 there on 3rd down, 4th and 2, and we will see what the Pumas decide to do here. Looks like that they will keep the offense out on the field. We'll see what they decide to do. Maybe try and punch up the middle with Reeves, try and get a quick pass with Pino, just a quick, easy slant or curl pass. We'll see what the Pumas decide to do here.
Well, coming up on 4 minutes in the 3rd quarter. Pino, shotgun formation. Single back in the backfield in Reeves. Trip set for the Pumas. On 4th down. And Pino back to pass. Goes over the top. Pass complete. Pass is complete by Jacoby Dinwiddie on the acrobatic catch. Spins and gets out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal on the 7.
And again, Pino going with that deep pass, a little bit of a loop under that ball. But Dinwiddie, who's had a great game so far, able to locate that ball. Great body control to find it, and great job to jump up and catch that ball. 1st and goal for the Pumas.
Trip set for Papago. Dinwiddie on the outside at the top of your screen, bottom of your screen, number 12, Tylin Johnson. And Pino held on a little too long and was wrapped up in the backfield. Dylan Brown credited with the stop, getting up a bit gingerly, but staying in the game.
And great job by Dylan Brown there. This D-line hasn't been doing a great job of getting to the quarterback, and great job there by Brown getting to Pino before he can get rid of that ball, or even take it himself.
And Brown, the Cave Creek Cactus Shadows product. Fun fact, I was Dylan Brown's youth basketball coach when he was in 2nd grade.
Wow.
Pino to Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie getting out of bounds. Credited with the stop. Let's get a jersey number. And we're trying to see who is credited with the stop, but a member of the Mustangs secondary.
Approaching 2 minutes left in this 3rd quarter. 3rd and goal for the Pumas at this point in the game, down by 3 scores. You have to think that this will be four down territory for them.
Field spread wide for the Pumas. Trip set. Pino back to pass, goes to the isolated receiver, knocked away by the Mustangs. Mateen Strong. Passing complete. It'll be 4th down.
And Dom Brister there on the deflection. Great job at getting that hand up cleanly, not getting any early contact and knocking that ball down.
And the Pumas, Emmanuel Pino, getting a bit more comfortable in the pocket this afternoon, has made a few acrobatic plays on 4th and goal. Official stoppage in play.
Timeout. That's their 1st of the 2nd half.
Okay, so timeout for the Pumas. We'll take the quick timeout as well with 1:44 remaining in the 3rd quarter. HJCAC Game of the Week. We'll be right back.
Hello, friends. Vince Delisio from the Varsity Sports Show. Thanks for allowing us into your lives every Saturday from 8 to 10 a.m. These are tough times globally. We see it just as you do. We recognize difficulty, and while our jobs as journalists is to report news, we choose positive, uplifting stories that can inspire you, make you think, make you smile. We thank you for listening to the Varsity Sports Show.
Welcome back to the HJCAC Game of the Week. 1:44 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Mustangs lead the Pumas 28-7.
And a great timeout call there, 4th and goal. No reason to rush it. Get the offense set. I know it does allow the defense to get set for many scenarios as well. But no need to rush a play with essentially the game on the line. Still a lot of game left within an entire 4th quarter, but got to get a touchdown here to make it a 2-score game.
Trip set for Papago. 3 receivers at the bottom of your screen. Quarterback Emmanuel Pino. Back to pass. Scans the middle of the field. And it's caught for a Pumas touchdown. May have had a flag thrown. And
For initial call of a touchdown.
84, Jacoby Dinwiddie credited with the catch. As we await the call from official Eric Stern.
Coach. After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct. Number 55 on the offense. That's his second unsportsmanlike. He is ejected. It'll be a 15-yard penalty assessed on the kickoff. Touchdown is good.
Touchdown.
These officials don't waste time. Number 55 ejected for his second unsportsmanlike call of this afternoon.
That'll be Adrian Jimenez on the O-line for Papago. Like you said, out for the rest of this game.
Yes. And correction, it's Aiden Jimenez.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, that's okay.
Thank you.
I'm sure that's not a situation where he'd want his name called, but we owe it to him to.
I can't read.
Yeah. Well, the font is kind of small on this roster. On the extra point attempt, Michael Luna Fruit. And the pass gets knocked, and the flag. And it's good. We'll see what the call is, but it's likely a pass interference call.
Pass interference. Defense, number 20. That is declined. Try is good.
Well, there you have it. So pass interference goes against the Mustangs. Number 20, Xavier Smith. It is declined for obvious reasons, and the Pumas continue to claw their way. Did you like how that reference, Puma claw? Claw their way back into this game. Now down 13 points, 28-15 here on the HJCAC Game of the Week. We'll be right back.
When you think of family restaurants and sports bars, think Bonfire. Bonfire is part of the Tempe landscape, supporting local schools. Join the Bonfire Booster Club Challenge. Mention Corona del Sol, Desert Vista, Marcos de Niza, Mountain Point, or Valley Christian, and that school's sports program will earn loyalty points. The winner after football season will earn a fundraiser at Bonfire. Come for the food and fun, support the community. Bonfire, open every day east of I-10 on Warner. Show your game ticket all day Friday and Saturday and get 15% off. 480-306-6801.
Welcome back to the HJCAC Game of the Week from Cortez High School, Maricopa Mustangs and Papago Pumas. Pumas striking back, down 2 scores to the Mustangs. Good morale boost, and more importantly, keeps them in this game.
Yeah, definitely, and I do love the call on that 2-point conversion there. You see a lot of coaches doing that these days with the analytics and everything. Now you have the chance, of course, still need 2 touchdowns, still need 2 stops, but a chance to go for the win, kind of. And if you miss it, you just go back and try again.
The high kick to the second line of the Mustangs, and on the return, Daniel James Irvin.
Number 25, Bryce Alexander.
Excuse me. That was 25, not 23. It was Bryce Alexander lowering the boom and getting to midfield, just beyond midfield on the return, putting the Mustangs in great field position on 1st and 10.
And Bryce Alexander, who we haven't seen a lot on the offensive side this game, he has been a big target for Lazenby so far this season. Haven't seen too much of him on the offensive side today, but on the return there.
1st and 10, Maricopa. This receiving core for the Mustangs, ball is spread amongst them almost equally. And a valuable core part of this offense. Mikael Henderson in motion. Clark in the backfield. And the give to Clark. Clark rounds the corner. Elusive. Continues on his track. And gets thrown ahead for a first down. The tackle credited to 99 Jaquez Minor. And the first down also credited to 99 Jaquez Minor.
And good run there by Clark, like you said, kind of thrown towards the first down line for the first down there. With a minute left in this third quarter, solid run by Kevon Clark there as he gets on the outside. And for this Mustangs offense only putting up 21 points so far this game. Kind of, I don't want to say struggling too much. They have been moving the ball pretty well, but
little disappointed here in this Mustang offense. I'm going to have to speak to Chad Munson, the offensive coordinator, that they're under their average here this afternoon. But anyway.
Credits to all the credits to this Papago defense, though.
1st and 10, Maricopa. That was a joke, by the way. But 1st and 10, Maricopa. Quarterback Cody Lazenby, shotgun formation. Mikael Henderson in motion. Lazenby back to pass, sprints to his left, searches, scans the field on the out route. And on a diving catch, rolling out of bounds, number 12, Mateen Strong.
A phenomenal job there by Lazenby to roll a little bit out of the pocket to his left. Decide not to throw it to that short pass to his left, seeing that there was
coming up on Sorry, Bobby. Coming up here on the end of the third quarter, the Maricopa Mustangs lead the Papago Pumas 28-15. Here on the HJCAC Game of the Week, Vince and Bobby will be right back.
Hey there, I'm Aaron Nemiroff, and I'll be joining the Varsity Sports Show for the fall 2023 semester. Sports has always been my passion, and I'm looking forward to working with the team. Check out my Twitter for a variety of sports content at Aaron2Times.
In 2019, the JV Sports Show podcast began with the idea of spotlighting young people in our community. In time, that podcast evolved into radio, television, and live stream, and through that evolution, new ideas have enhanced delivery, giving a stage to students both in front of and behind the microphone in Arizona and beyond. Thank you for supporting the Varsity Sports Show, now the Varsity Media Foundation, a 501c3 educational organization.
Hello, Arizona sports fans. I'm Lofton Lechner, and I couldn't be happier to be joining the varsity sports team as a technical director for fall 2023. Follow me on Twitter at Lofton Lechner to stay locked in for the season.
Hey folks, J.R. Lambright here, special field correspondent for the Varsity Sports Show. Join me every Saturday from 8 to 10 a.m. Pacific for JR's Texas Tales, where I share stories of Texans who triumphed over adversity and gave back to their local communities. Tune in for a bit of gritty edification on KDUS AM 1060, Arizona.
Welcome back. And quarterback Cody Lazenby chased down from behind. A solid play defensively for 92 of the Pumas. We've got a flag down.
Marker down on the field.
Intentional grounding. Offense, number 4.
Intentional grounding on the Mustangs.
Spotted the foul. Lost it down.
Interesting call there as the crew up here in the press box claiming that quarterback Cody Lazenby was outside of the box when he released that football, but
I certainly thought he was outside of the pocket, but it will now be a second
appeared
and
that way.
25.
Yeah, it looked like it. Anyway. Loss of down on the play. It'll be second down. Just inside of the start of the fourth quarter. And another flag.
Assistant coach, unsportsmanlike. That's like unsportsmanlike conduct on the assistant coach. 15 yards. Second down.
Coach Chad Munson not very happy with some of the officiating this afternoon and expressing his displeasure, and the lead official was not happy as well.
And a 2nd and 40 now after that intentional grounding as well as the unsportsmanlike penalty. A big 2nd and 40 upcoming.
Coach Munson, who is normally very restrained and has been a steady leader for this team, just didn't like some of what happened down on the field. We all have our days. As Coach Madosky now trying to sort through it with lead official Eric Stern.
And as we await for this offense and defense to come back out onto the field, Coach Strother and the Pumas putting up a solid fight in this game. Of course, still down by 13 points, 14:53 left in the fourth quarter. Still very much in this game, of course, with the 2nd and 40 upcoming. Get the ball back here, and you can very much make this a one-score game.
As Coach Madosky gets information from lead official Eric Stern, and Coach Munson tending to the business of coaching his offense. The rest, as they say, will get sorted out and will be history here shortly. Okay. The Mustang offense comes to the line of scrimmage. The Pumas defense all set on 2nd down. Empty set for the Mustangs. 5 receivers split out wide for Maricopa. Lazenby back to pass. The southpaw scrambles and is brought down deep in his own backfield. Once again, 92 in on the stop for the Pumas.
92 with 2 huge back-to-back pressures on this drive.
And we do not have a name for jersey number 92 on our roster, so many apologies for that. Over the course of the season, periodically, when there's a jersey that is torn, ripped, and replaced at the last minute, that may not have been inadvertently left off the roster. Anyway, 3rd and long for Maricopa. Empty set once again for the Mustangs. Mateen Strong, the lone isolated receiver at the bottom of your screen. And Lazenby looks to go over the top, finds a receiver, catches the secondary off guard, and pass is complete to number 9, Mikael Henderson.
Henderson with another big catch. But even if they do decide to punt here on about the 46-yard line and still a long ways from the first down, they still do decide to punt here. Huge flip in field position after that big completion, and it looks like the offense will stay out.
Offense will stay out, and you talk about confidence today. We've got a 4th and 25. Single back in the backfield. Kavon Clark. Lazenby scrambles, loses the football, and it's picked up by one of the offensive linemen before going down, but all for naught as the Pumas will now take over on downs, 1st and 10 near midfield.
And still, even after that big play before on that 3rd down, Pumas will get solid field position here on about, like you said, around the 47-yard line. Down by 15, still very much in this game, getting the ball back.
We've got an official timeout for injury. We're going to take the quick timeout as well. 12:52 remaining in the 4th. We'll be back.
Hi everyone, nice to meet you. I'm Ryan Sikora. I'm going to be one of the interns this fall at the Varsity Sports Show. So happy to be with you guys this year. I've loved sports for as long as I can remember, and I cannot wait to be with you guys on Thursday, Friday, and even some Saturdays all this year.
My name is Kyle Krikorian, and I'm a sophomore studying journalism at the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication. I am thrilled to join the Varsity Media Foundation as a technical director following Horizon High School football this fall. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Kyle Krikorian.
Coaches, the Varsity Sports Show wants to be part of your team in 2023. We have a proven track record of providing the most coverage of your teams with Thursday and Friday night football. We will spotlight your players with multi-camera game broadcasts, pre- and post-game interviews, and segments on our Saturday morning radio show. With over 100 games broadcast in 2022, we will be exceptional for your team. Call, text, or email 480-220-4629 or info@varsitysportshow.com.
Welcome back to the HJCAC Game of the Week. Papago Pumas take over on downs. It'll be 1st and 10 for quarterback Emmanuel Pino and this Puma offense. Pino back to pass, scrambles, and is caught up in the backfield for a sack. Number 40, Filimoni Lawina, the linebacker.
Laina on the sack there. A few other Mustangs coming in to help as well. Great job by Luina and the rest of this Mustangs front 7 to get to Pino there, not allowing him to get a pass off or run.
This Mustang team, a who's who of young men from the West Valley in Phoenix. You go up and down the roster, a lot of these folks from the west side of town. 2nd down. Loss of 2 on the play. 2nd and 12. Pino and the screen to Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie. Loss of yards and another flag. We've got some activity on the sideline. As the officials will sort through this, we've got more flags. We'll have some personal foul, unsportsmanlike calls likely occurring. And Coach Madosky comes out to make sure his team stays back.
And like you said, a lot of extracurriculars going on there. Kind of a little bit over that field as we wait for the call from the ref.
Otherwise, well, if they get another one, then they're rejected.
As we await and the officials confer. And Mr. Eric Stern, the lead official this afternoon. Mr. Stern, a 30-year Valley native, will be relocating to Dallas at the conclusion of the season to start his collegiate, or I should say continue his collegiate career in the Division II, Division III ranks of the NC2A in Texas.
Yeah, Parker, grab Papago. Yeah. There we go. Line 3. Give her about the ball.
And here we go.
There are 2 fouls on the play, and both will be enforced. illegal touching on the offense. That penalty is a 10-yard penalty. After the play, personal foul.
Personal foul against the Pumas.
Now, that's a 15-yard penalty and will also be enforced.
Wow.
Remains first down.
2 penalties
30-yard penalty
against the Pumas. Illegal touching and personal foul.
I don't know the last time I've seen 2 penalties on one play be enforced, but just like we saw last drive with the Mustangs, it'll be a second and very, very long for the Pumas.
In a tight ball game, to lose that much real estate can be devastating. As the Pumas head over to the sideline to chat with the coaching staff. And the officials will set the ball inside the 20-yard line.
Wow.
To continue this drive, it will be second down. Second and what appears to be 35 to go.
And with what both of these coaches said pregame, a lot of long penalties. The penalty totals in this game will be large.
Pumas will have second and long from their own 23-yard line.
And that it will definitely be something that they both want to clean up in practice.
And as we await the officials to set the ball so the Pumas can resume their drive.
Third and long for the Pumas.
So after starting off the field position around the 47-yard line, third and very, very long. After a quick correction from the booth up here with us.
Third down. Pino back to pass. Pino goes over the top to Dinwiddie. Nearly hauls that ball in. Defending on the play, Jesse Majors Sterling. And it'll be fourth down.
And Dinwiddie, it looked like that was a catchable ball for him. Very good defense by Major Sterling on the coverage there. But Dinwiddie, who's been a top target all game for either Pino or Malvern. Pino throwing that ball up with the chance for Dinwiddie to catch that just off his hands, incomplete, and a fourth down where they will very likely be forced to punt.
Fourth and long. Into punt for the Pumas. Michael Luna Fruit inside their own 5-yard line. Deep to receive at midfield. Good snap. Kick is up. And on the return, rounding the left side, finally being knocked out of bounds. 17, Javon Thompson.
Flag on the play.
And another flag.
Number 17, Javon Thompson on the return.
How long has he been on this? He graduated about 19 years ago. He's still playing college football.
Holding from the receiving team.
Holding against the Mustangs.
10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. First down.
10 yards from the spot of the foul.
Okay, well, that will bring the Mustangs back. Not as desirable start.
If you're the Mustangs here, being pushed back a little bit, 11:26 left in this game, up by 13. You want to take off some time off the clock, but still need to move the chains, get some first downs to effectively ice this game. Still a lot of time left. The Pumas are able to get the ball back.
First and 10. Quarterback Cody Lazenby. He's been a mainstay at that position all year for the Mustangs. Espinoza in motion. Twin receivers on each side. Lazenby drifts back on the screen and may not have been a receiver turned to receive that football. Pass incomplete, second down.
It did not look, I believe that was, I do not believe that, I believe that was Clark. I do not believe that he was turned ready to look for that ball. So that, of course, will be an incomplete pass. Second and 10. I do like the call for the screen pass. Get Clark going. Get the chains, try and get the chains moving. Keep the clock running. Although the clock right now is not the biggest issue, not the biggest worry for the Mustangs right now. They're just going to be worried about moving the chains a little bit and possibly get another score on that board.
Second down and long. Quarterback Cody Lazenby. And the give inside. Still on his feet.
Number 2, Clark on the carry.
And Kevon Clark.
No gain on the play. Third down.
With no gain, but securing the football.
And Clark not able to find a hole there in the offensive line, and not able to get anywhere. Just stopped at the line of scrimmage. Big 3rd and 10 for the Mustangs to try and extend this drive, take some more time off the clock, perhaps.
3rd and long. Empty set. Lazenby back to pass. Strikes the middle to Espinoza. Sure-handed. Espinoza still on his feet. You got to wrap him up. He is elusive, and the stiff arm at the end of the play to accentuate the positives. Number 7, Cortez Howard, credited with the stop, as well as the momentum out of bounds, and we've got a flag. What a play by Espinoza.
And Espinoza with a beautiful route, getting open right in the middle of the field. Again, great job by Lazenby, staying comfortable in that pocket, staying poised, not running away, and sitting there waiting for his open target. And of course, Espinoza once again, huge catch for him as well again, and a great gain after the reception. Puts the Mustangs in great territory. As it looks like there was a flag on the play we were waiting for, the referee's signal.
Now we're now they're moving.
Unsportsmanlike conduct after the play. The 15 yards will be marked at the end of the play.
Okay, well, unsportsmanlike conduct, and now gives the Mustangs an advantage in field position.
Still pushed back a little bit, but a huge first down. And of course, after that big play from Lazenby to Espinoza, beautiful run after the catch by him.
1st and 10, Maricopa. Kevon Clark in the backfield. 4 receivers split out wide for the Mustangs. Ethan Espinoza in motion, trip set. Lazenby strikes inside and intercepted. Off the tipped ball. Intercepted, still down the sideline, on his feet, continuing ahead. Finally brought down at the 25-yard line. Number 7, Cortez Howard,
Tackled by number 2, Clark.
who's had his share of plays today, both good and not so good, and delivers in a big way for his defense.
And a huge push in momentum for Papago. After it looked like Maricopa might have driven down the field to pretty much put this game away. Howard gets an interception off of the deflection and takes it back and gives the Pumas phenomenal territory. down by 13. If they can get a score here, could make it a 6-point game. And possibly I don't want to say give them an edge, but bring them very much into the game and possibly make the Mustangs panic.
1st and 10, Papago Pumas inside of 10 minutes remaining in the ball game, and the Pumas hanging around just like they did last week, sending a scare to New Mexico Military, as there was an infraction of sorts.
15-yard penalty against the Pumas.
After back-to-back big plays for each team, these 15-yard penalties pushing them back, and that could be.
Okay. 1st and 10. Emmanuel Pino, the quarterback of choice for Papago. Pino goes over the top to Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie, and defended well by number 18, Dom Brister.
Broken up by number 18, Dom Brister.
And once again, Pino looking down the field for his target. Dinwiddie, one of his top targets, especially on these deep threats down the field. At 6'3", 180, Dinwiddie is a huge target and has caught a lot of those passes down the field, not really going up with them, but kind of coming back to them a lot. No flag there after Dinwiddie looked like he was pleading his case to the sideline ref. Sideline judge, should I say.
2nd down. Keep an eye on Dinwiddie, bottom of your screen. He's made some clutch catches today. Big body at 6'3". Trip set for the Pumas. Pino loses the football on the exchange and recovered by the Mustangs. 1st and 10, Maricopa.
And after that interception, a chance for the Pumas to really come back into this game and flip this and turn this game around, make it a one-score game. Absolutely killer fumble with 9:43 left in the game. Still a little bit of time for the Pumas to do something, but they will definitely need a quick stop here. Huge turnover and huge recovery for Maricopa.
Recovered by the Mustangs, number 34, defensive back Tariq Yang. 1st and 10, Maricopa. Ball inside the 40. As offensive coordinator Chad Munson instructs his offense out onto the field. Mikael Henderson, bottom of your screen. Daniel James Irvin in the backfield this series for Maricopa. Trip set for the Mustangs on 1st down. The gift to Irvin. Irvin wrapped up. By 99, Jaquez Minor.
Loss on the play, 2nd down.
For a loss.
Minor once again in the backfield getting a tackle for loss behind the line of scrimmage. He's been all over, especially on these run plays, getting Kavon Clark pretty quickly. Excuse me, that was not Kavon. Excuse me, Kavon Clark there.
Second down. Lazenby gives to Irvin. Irvin wrapped up once again. And the debate is whether he was actually down.
23, James Irvin on the carry.
99, once again, Minor credited with the stop, as the official did blow the play dead after the assumed tackle by Minor. 3rd down.
And James Irvin still getting a solid gain. They're kind of twisting around. Like you said, thinking he was still up. But, of course, play called dead at 3rd. And about medium, maybe about 7 or so yards for this Mustangs offense.
Minor out of Pensacola, Florida. Single back in the backfield. Trip set. And Lasby, the quick toss to Irvin. Flag thrown. And we'll find out what the penalty is.
Oh, go back, go back, go back. Okay, now we will go here. You can move it.
As Eric Stern and
Holding. Offense. That penalty's declined. 4th down. Tim.
Didn't get a jersey number there, but that infraction will go against the Mustangs. .748 remaining. Folks, make sure and look out for our social media. Twitter @Varsity Show. We'll post post-game interviews from this afternoon's player of the game, the soon-to-be announced, which we may not announce it during the broadcast, but post-game we will. And the winning coach will have a chance to spend a moment with our very own Bobby Murphy and get a breakdown, a post-game wrap. And you can find all of that on all of our social media, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. We don't have Snapchat, though. That stuff disappears. So, okay. J.J. Dickerson into punt for the Mustangs. High snap, just got it off. Great hang time. And on the return, wrapped up immediately. But the sure-handedness of 32, Ian Lee. And we have a flag down.
James on the tackle. Penalty marker down.
We'll get the call from lead official Eric Stern.
No?
Or maybe not. Nope. Okay, the Pumas come out to start this drive, 1st and 10.
And once again, the Pumas defense with a huge stop, down by 13, able to get back into this game. Just above 7 minutes left in this game. A score, once again, could very much put them back into it.
Emmanuel Pino, the quarterback, single back in the backfield. 4 receivers split out wide for Papago. As we await the snap, Pino back to pass. Patiently throws over the top. Finds a receiver all alone, and it's in and out of his hands. Tylen Johnson had nothing but green ahead of him and would have drawn the Pumas that much closer.
And that is absolutely killer for the Pumas. Beautiful throw by Pino. One of the best, probably, I think, the best throw he's made all game. And Johnson just in and out of his hands. Like you said, green grass in front of him. Could have taken that all the way, but it will be 2nd and 10. And either way, a touchdown with however much time left could give the Pumas a chance, but right there, that would have given them a lot of time left to get a stop.
Trip set for Papago. Dinwiddie, bottom of your screen. And Pino completes the short pass to Moore. Stopped on the play in the vicinity. Number 13, Brian Dominguez, an official timeout.
Timeout for injury.
And we'll take the quick timeout as well. With 6:42 remaining, the Mustangs lead the Pumas 28-15. We'll be back.
Hey guys, Vince here to talk about Angel Dentistry. It's where my wife and I have gone for over 10 years, and we trust them with our routine and extensive dental care because they care. Dr. Amber Angel is an Arizona native, born in the town of Miami, and has been practicing in the Valley over 20 years. For general to comprehensive dental services, call 602-788-2008. Located off of Cave Creek Road just north of the 101 in North Phoenix. Angel Dentistry, proud supporters of our young people and proud partners of the Varsity Sports Show.
What's inside you? Unlocking the greatness inside you means digging deeper and going further than you can on your own. Banner Sports Medicine High Performance Center uses the latest technologies to train the athlete in all of us. Unlock the greatness inside of you. What's inside you? Is it strength? Is it speed? Is it knowledge of the game? Unlocking the greatness inside you means digging deeper, running faster, and going further than you can on your own. Banner Sports Medicine High Performance Center trains the athlete in all of us with technology, techniques, and hands-on experience customized to you. See what you're capable of by unlocking the greatness inside of you.
Welcome back. And the Pumas on first down. Pino back to pass. Pino caught in the backfield, evades defenders, still on his feet, and sprinting out of bounds. Might have had a gain of 2 on the play. It'll be second down.
Great job by Pino there to avoid this sack, step up in the pocket, and not even look downfield again. Just take that himself for a few yards. Nothing too much, but a few yards to make it a little bit shorter of, I believe, a second down now. Yeah. Yeah, these last few plays, Pino, great awareness in the pocket, great awareness looking down the field. Again, Pino, just like Lasmia, has been looking all game, poised in the pocket and delivering solid passes.
Second down, and we have some activity.
Penalty marker down.
Unabated. What number? Offside.
Offside from the
Defense, unabated to the quarterback. 5-yard penalty.
5-yard penalty.
Still second down.
And with the Thrive Church ref mic, Eric Stern. As the ball moves forward.
And with the clock ticking, 5:30 left in the game, the Pumas will need somewhat of a quick score now, and then either an onside kick or a stop. First, needs to get in the end zone.
Trip set for the Pumas. Pino back to pass, going back. And intercepted on the tip. Number 5, Andre Stevens, on the interception. What a play. Today has literally been a day of tip drills. And these are obviously things that you do in practice in preparation for the game, and it's nice to see that it's happening.
And tip drills in practice have to be fun to run, but Pino kind of recklessly throwing that into double coverage. We've seen him make that deep pass a lot this game, mostly in the single coverage. Kind of reckless there, throwing it into double coverage, of course, leading to the tip drill interception. And that will probably this time effectively end the game. Still 5 minutes left. We'll see if the Pumas can force a 3-and-out or anything on defense, as Maricopa will now look to run the clock down.
Offensive coordinator Chad Munson, a bit of an innovator, may come out with a wrinkle up his sleeve that we may not have expected to try and get another insurance touchdown here. And as the Pumas have to step up defensively, the give to Daniel James Irvin around the corner. Irvin and the stock block by Mikael Henderson, creating an extra 4 yards for Irvin to run and get out of bounds. 1st and 10, Mustangs.
And with Kevon Clark on this team, we don't talk about Daniel James Irvin as much, but when he gets carries, when he's on the field, he's always effective, doing the most with his carries, and always being very efficient and hard to tackle. That'll be a first down to keep moving the chains, keep running the clock. 4:30 now left in the game. Clock is still ticking.
4:25 remaining. Pistol set for the Mustangs. The give to Clark. Clark caught up in the backfield, and the flag coming in. Corey Floyd credited with the stop. We'll see what the call is.
Face mask. Number 2 on the offense. Penalty from the
On the Mustangs.
I agree.
15-yard penalty.
And that'll come back. 4:06 remaining.
Still first down.
Those of you that have tuned in throughout the afternoon, many apologies, technical difficulties on the original stream link. We had to act quickly and get a new link set up for this game. This game will also be posted on the HJCAC site, YouTube channel, and this link will remain active for archive, and you can continue to watch the game. Lazenby on the exchange, losing the football and recovering for a loss of down.
And luckily for the Mustangs, Lasme recovering that ball. Again, I don't want to say again, effectively, ends the game as we await this call from the referee.
Awaiting lead official Eric Stern.
15-yard penalty. Still second down.
Unsportsmanlike conduct against the Pumas. With 3 minutes and 17 seconds remaining. And the Mustangs in control of their own destiny here.
Three minutes left in the game. Second down. And clock still running. As Maricopa will just look to run it out. 1 or 2 first downs to pretty much end it.
Espinoza in motion. And the give to Clark. Clark still on his feet. Circles back before stepping out of bounds.
And Lazenby, he kind of saw Clark coming back and was like, looks like he hesitated at first and then started moving down the field, ready to become a blocker. Love seeing QBs put their body on the line, get down there.
2:31 remaining on third down.
About a 3rd and 12, still a solid amount for Maricopa. Clock looks like it is still running.
Folks, be sure and head over to our social media later on as you will catch post-game interviews with the winning head coach and this afternoon's HJCAC player of the game. Cody Lazenby completes to 15, Ethan Espinoza for the first down. Credited with the stop, Christian Rand. And the Pumas will take a timeout with 1:46 remaining. We'll take the timeout as well. Mustangs lead the Pumas 28-15.
When you think of family restaurants and sports bars, think Bonfire. Bonfire is part of the Tempe landscape, supporting local schools. Join the Bonfire Booster Club Challenge. Mention Corona del Sol, Desert Vista, Marcos de Niza, Mountain Point, or Valley Christian, and that school's sports program will earn loyalty points. The winner after football season will earn a fundraiser at Bonfire. Come for the food and fun, support the community. Bonfire, open every day east of I-10 on Warner. Show your game ticket all day Friday and Saturday and get 15% off. 480-306-6801.
Hey there, I'm Aaron Nemiroff, and I'll be joining the Varsity Sports Show for the fall 2023 semester. Sports has always been my passion, and I'm looking forward to working with the team. Check out my Twitter for a variety of sports content at Aaron2Tons.
In 2019, the JV Sports Show podcast began with the idea of spotlighting young people in our community. In time, that podcast evolved into radio, television, and live stream, and through that evolution, new ideas have enhanced delivery, giving a stage to students both in front of and behind the microphone in Arizona and beyond. Thank you for supporting the Varsity Sports Show, now the Varsity Media Foundation, a 501c3 educational organization.
HJCAC Game of the Week, presented by the Varsity Sports Show. 146 remaining, with the Maricopa Mustangs leading the Papago Pumas 28-15. J.J. Dickerson into punt for the Mustangs. And deep to receive for the Pumas. Great punt by Dickerson. And Ian Lee lets that one roll into the end zone. Pumas will have it 1st and 10.
And with this Pumas offense coming back out, down by 13 and 134 left, if you can get in the end zone really at all before 10, 15 seconds left, somehow still have a shot in this game. Expect Pino to take a lot of deep shots down the field on this drive.
An incredible practice and efficiency in the final 94 seconds of this game that the Pumas will really have to stay focused, lightning focused. It's not impossible, but to score 2 touchdowns in the span of 94 seconds is a Herculean effort. Keep an eye on 84 in the dark jerseys, Jacoby Dinwiddie at the bottom of your screen. Empty backfield for the Pumas. 5 receivers split out wide. Mustangs threaten edge pressure. Pino goes outside, completes to 14. Jeremiah Garcia, who's been relatively quiet this afternoon, but makes a clutch catch for the 1st down.
And gets out of bounds as well to stop the clock. Trying to see how many timeouts Papago has left. Not completely sure.
The Pumas have 1 timeout remaining. Mustangs have all 3. Empty set once again. Pino had some movement up front, and finally a flag comes in. That'll go against the Pumas.
All out of his stance. False start. Offense number 70. 5-yard penalty. Still 1st down.
There you have it. 1st and 15. 1:28 remaining in the ball game.
And with just under 90 seconds left in this game, pretty much a prayer from Papago. See if they can get any big plays, move the ball efficiently down the field, and see what Pino and very likely Dinwiddie can do on this drive. Should be, I believe, Dinwiddie at the bottom of the screen.
Pino back to pass. Looks, strikes, and pass is incomplete. 2nd down.
Intended pass there for Jeremiah Garcia. Beautiful hit, just on time and not too early. not too late to make an incomplete pass.
1:24 on the clock. Mustangs lead 28-15. This will all but assure them the region title for the HJCAC if they can hang on to win this game. Empty set for the Pumas. Pino back to pass. Pino goes over the top, lays one up, and getting tripped up the intended target. No flags thrown. It'll be third down.
And Pino once again not afraid to throw that deep ball. We've seen him do it a lot so far this game. Trying to see who his intended target was there. But looking down the field, incomplete pass, 3rd and 15, 1:17 left. Pumas down by 13.
Thank you once again for tuning in to the HJCAC Game of the Week. We've appreciated the opportunity to bring you this game every single week this season. Next week is our season finale. We'll be back here at Cortez High School at 7 p.m. to close out the season. We are excited and appreciate the opportunity to partner up with the Hohokam Junior College Athletic Conference. Pino back to pass. Pino scans the field, sprints to his right, searches, throws, pass is complete. And that was Gabriel Reeves. Clock continues to move. He was essentially took a knee while still in bounds, and the clock continues on 4th down. And the timeout called by the Pumas. Stick around, folks. Less than a minute remaining. We'll be right back.
Hello, friends. Vince Delisio from the Varsity Sports Show. Thanks for allowing us into your lives every Saturday from 8 to 10 a.m. These are tough times globally. We see it just as you do. We recognize difficulty, and while our jobs as journalists is to report news, we choose positive, uplifting stories that can inspire you, make you think, make you smile. We thank you for listening to the Varsity Sports Show.
What's inside you? Is it strength? Is it speed? Is it knowledge of the game? Unlocking the greatness inside you means digging deeper, running faster, and going further than you can on your own. Banner Sports Medicine High Performance Center trains the athlete in all of us with technology, techniques, and hands-on experience customized to you. See what you're capable of by unlocking the greatness inside of you.
Welcome back. On 4th down, the Pumas going for it. Empty set. All or nothing now. 53 seconds remaining in the ball game. Quarterback Emmanuel Pino back to pass. Pino evading defenders, looking, tackled for the sack. And it'll be Mustang ball, 1st and 10. Great field position. Pino a little slow to get up.
And couldn't see who it was on that sack, but beautiful job getting around the tackle pretty easily and getting right to Pino to give the Mustangs the ball back and end this game with a win.
I believe it was number 3, Carlo Arvizu, the linebacker for the Mustangs, that chased down Justin Holmes, credited with the stop. Excuse me. Holmes with that speed. He's 5'10", 190 pounds linebacker, but essentially he is a stand-up defensive end out of Cactus High School in Glendale. Holmes, he's been our player of the game on an occasion earlier in the season. And quite a play. So as the game gets closed out in the final 46 seconds, the Mustangs on 1st and 10. Daniel James Irvin in the backfield will likely take a handoff from Cody Lazenby. Oh, excuse me. Quarterback in the ball game, number 5, Ethan Young. .30 seconds remaining. Clock continues to run. Big thank you once again to the HJCAC, our amazing broadcast and production team. Technical Director Bailey Leisure, our production team, Shay Garrett, Parker Garash, and Aaron Decker. My partner, Bobby Murphy. My name is Vince DeLisio. Thanks again for joining us. Tune into the Varsity Sports Show every Saturday morning from 8 to 10 on AM 1060 KDUS, Arizona, where we feature the JUCO Report and one of the HJCAC head coaches. Tune in, and we'll see you next Saturday night for the season finale of the HJCAC Game of the Week. On behalf of the Varsity Sports Show team, thanks for joining us. Have a great weekend.
Coaches, the Varsity Sports Show wants to be part of your team in 2023. We have a proven track record of providing the most coverage of your teams with Thursday and Friday night football. We will spotlight your players with multi-camera game broadcasts, pre- and post-game interviews, and segments on our Saturday morning radio show. With over 100 games broadcast in 2022, we will be exceptional for your team. Call, text, or email 480-220-4629 or info@varsitysportshow.com.